Well, welcome back, everybody. And we have even more of a quorum than we have in a while. And we're going to have even more than that. Minute. Sean finally gets here. We miss you. Hurry. Also, hi. Welcome back to Dice Soup. Our little, welcome home. No, this is our little TikToker show. All of us having fun together. I'd like to say a very special welcome to my elder spawn, who is in the chat. Thanks, bud. Thanks for watching your old dad play D&D. One of these days, we'll get to play again soon. Yes. But until then. So, last we left off. You have returned. Great. See? Like I said, more of a quorum. When last we left off, Kathleen, what was the last thing that you remember? Because your character remembers everything.
Of course. The last thing I remember is that that we gave the name to the person.
Baron in the lake.
In the lake, and then I believe shortly after that, that was it. So I remember up to that.
Okay, so everybody traveled to the Feywild to try and retrieve Brandor from whatever was going on over there. Found that he had been knocked out and dragged into a lake. All of you, probably the best person to have had that happen to them. But they were being kept as a pet by one known as Baron Simar. And eventually getting an audience with the Baron, presenting the Baron with several things, not the least valuable of which being a name that you have all now forgotten.
Ooh.
And
was it Greg?
Was Grip. Sure.
Oh. Yeah.
So, giving that name, taking Brandor, and nobody remembers the Nidalak being ridden out from under the sea. But getting back to the surface, are laying with the owners of the grove where you all emerged, whom intercepted you on the way back, because basically all of you popped through and were like, trail, run! So you all left before they could intercept you. This time they were anticipating it. And parlaying with them, Uka giving one of his more valuable possessions, not the loot from the Feywild, the loot that he was trained up on and came up with, giving that to the Fey. This group diving in and coveting this thing, and trying to teach themselves how to play it as a group, which goes about as well as that sounds on a lute. The group walking back through the circle, all of a sudden, Kira, Eredrin, and Brandor, having completely forgotten what just happened, Kira turning to almost, well, I guess it's time to go get Brandor, and seeing Brandor hanging off of Eredrin Prime and Eredrin 2. Completely oblivious to what just happened. Brandor not remembering what just happened. And everybody just kind of sat and talked for a little bit, had their short rest, and started trying to find the cart, which was no longer there. Not just not there, the horse hoof tracks faded almost to nothing. The trail of the cart wheels even fading a bit. It had to have been days since it was in that clearing. Going through, finally finding some sign of life that they found. First was how tall is Slayer? He's like 8'10".
Yeah, he's 8'10".
He is the border between what a medium-sized creature is and a large-sized creature is.
Indeed.
He's a wee bit big of a man. Game recognizes game. But Slayer was being chastised by two ladies, one of whom looked a little bit less unpresentable than the other. The other looked a lot like what's her name? Not quite. She wasn't quite. What's her name?
Oh, like Greg?
Kind of like Greg.
Yeah.
And
really looked like Greg.
Indeed. But in hearing that chastisement, only two of the soup successfully hid, and the rest suddenly noticed. And Slayer was pointed at the group and told, "Well, we found them. Let's go." So the group was to face off with two hags, and the Slayer, due to some quick, ingenuitive thinking, the head-along attack was disrupted. Luca did what Luca does best and got smacked down real hard. A lightning bolt got shot through. I believe it was Alec, Slayer, Luca, Akira, Blackbird actually running in for a strike to basically like try and take attention off of Alec as hard and as fast as possible, doing a pretty good job if I remember right.
I got that stuff point blank. Like I was right in front of her.
Yeah, and took all 26.
And I was like right at the end.
But it was pretty spicy. It was pretty bad.
The soup did get spicy that bad that day.
That day. But but also, as Luca is wont to do from time to time, he got knocked down, but he got up again.
You ain't never gonna keep me down.
Knocked or threw down that natural 20, baby. And
Brings for the death counter for Luca.
right now we're at 2. Once coincidence, 2 is pattern.
But a nat 20 both times to get back up, that's
I'm
something.
saying, like, when did you take the tub thumping feat? I'm just saying, like,
It was that character creation. I earned it from my
starter feat.
backstory.
Lovely.
I told Jeremy asked me. He's like, what's the most defining characteristics of Luca? And I said, well, he takes a vodka drink. Yeah, I'm done.
oh, what language did you speak? I speak Chumbawamba.
Yes, indeed. So he got back up again, and seeing that she was not keeping everybody down, one that shot the lightning bolt got bisected the way that Slayer is wont to do. But then the surviving one, the one that seemed in the lead of this band of Hag, and Slayer, decided that she was grossly outnumbered, and guys that just got shocked to death, and put on the ground suddenly stood back up. That's not encouraging. And so her leave disappeared. And then the door that looked like it was leading into a dead tree stump, suddenly like closed and knotted, and the little stream of smoke that was coming out of the top of it suddenly cut off, as if it were not there at all. And taking great offense to the idea of that tree possibly opening back up ever, Eredrin, while everybody else was taking time to rest, Eredrin started packing some torches and carving out a little kindling on this dead tree, and sparked it. Not only sparked it, but used their ability to control flames to just expand it and expand it and expand it, and then wait, too big. Nope, stop growing. But it wasn't. It was growing too fast.
Let it burn.
Then it kept growing, catching the rest of the felled top of this tree that is significant number of squares long. It keeps going. It was a very tall tree.
As dead trees tend to do when they get set on fire.
I mean,
yes.
Last episode was not one to miss. Eredrin started the fire is definitely a big moment in Dice Soup.
I love that.
It will be one of probably our best clipped moments for a while.
It is definitely one of the spiciest times for Dice Soup. The soup got really spicy that day.
I have to go back and clip that still.
Bless you. But as things were getting out of control and the fire was spreading greatly, this forest fire in the making, the Slayer was doing his best to kind of either fell trees or stamp out embers that were jumping off. Eredrin eventually going from stopping it from spreading on the thing, the dead tree, to also trying to at least stop it from spreading into the forest. A blur of energy flew through the middle of everyone, and just like curved through and around and stopped, seeing what looked to be a fairy, goblin fairy, riding the shoulders of a tabaxi. And the two of them, Scarlet Lilywood and Prick the Blur, running through, having seen this fire from a mile away and sprinting here as fast as they could. I vacuumed here as fast as I could. And some of us who have children at least know that quote. But seeing what was going on, both of them having certain little tricks, a little bit of create water and create water clouds popping off. One of them having a spell that seemed to make a line of a space-time distortion that suddenly blew off a significant portion of the top of the tree, separating it from the fire that was spreading, and trying to cut it off, and then also dropping water on it. They eventually snuffed out the forest fire. The smaller of them beginning to go green to green, giving Eredrin the third degree about starting forest fires, as some do. Came to a quick understanding, realizing exactly what happened with a slight mental probe, but apologized for reaming on Eredrin so hard. And they politely, told you that we're a courier service moving messages and information that perhaps would be best transferred in document form from one place to another. Though they can't keep up that blinding speed that they keep up for too long, they are qualified couriers, and if ever needed, you can call on them, ask if Lilywood and the Prick have come through the town recently, wherever you are. Possibility is high because they go all over the place. They left. They were headed down towards the southern parts of Midgarden and beyond. But Slayer and Eredrin, taking out the last of either frustrations or adrenaline from fighting a forest fire, carving out a significant chunk out of this dead tree down to the parts that were still pardon me.
Godzilla.
Indeed.
You've been blessed.
Parts of it that were still unburned, and hollowing out a hole for everyone. And that is as much as Blackbird knows, though Luca and Alec had a moment together.
We made out.
It happens.
I mean, that's
Luca,
not what happened.
No, we're putting that on the record.
Okay.
Luca's pretty, and Alec can be anybody, so it's fine.
Yeah, but only Luca knows that.
That's true. Oh, right now, only Luca knows that. That was what was shared.
He'll be your touch, he'll be your wish, he'll be your fantasy.
Indeed. But I believe everyone was turning down. Not the least of which being Brandor, who was like, "Yeah, thanks for the place to sleep." I believe that is where we left off. The end of the day for the soup, which is ironically, at least to Slayer would know, everybody can see the sun, right? So it's like still early afternoonish, but it's been an extraordinarily long day for everybody else in the soup,
Especially Brandor.
especially
Oh, yeah.
Brandor. That is where we pick up. Where
I think the Slayer did also let slip. It's been about a week.
yes, it had been about a week. That's right. The whole reason that they were there. Slayer talked about it being the better part of a week because he had found the cart over in Humberduke. He had intercepted the cart and questioned the current owner of the cart, and that guy did not seem to know much of anything. And as he was looking for you all, did not find you. But the cart was on its way into Humberduke, and that was what he was reporting in to the hags whenever they the soup came upon him.
Yeah. We also got a description of who was driving the.
It was a dwarf.
It was a dwarven
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Squarely looking dwarven man who immediately upon being confronted with violence rolled faster than a log. Roll faster than Slayer can roll a log, which
Yeah. See, if
pretty
this
quick.
guy thinks that we messed with his head before,
yeah.
I'm removing his beard. His beard is gone.
you do have his dagger.
Oh no! Remember, he doesn't even like. This was the guy who basically just had chops, down, long dangly chops and no center chin
I'm
area.
the chop. I will remove the chop.
Going to chop the chops.
And given that he's a dwarf, I imagine a good way to insult him is to say that he can't even grow a beard right. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds really savage.
But I
They take
can't
very,
say
very much pride in their beards. So.
Slayer also let slip that y'all are about. Let me double check my resume here, my map.
You know,
2 days?
I'm
Like
less
2 days
into the idea of insulting him for being a dwarf, and more into the idea of punching him in the face for stealing our belongings.
Oh no, I understand.
Exactly.
I just
Saying-
wanted to belittle
just
him as
saying.
much as I
Exactly.
can, and I know what'll hurt him.
But I mean, like, there's lions. There's lions.
Okay, I'll remove his toe. Culturally.
Better, yeah. Just remove toes. That's less of a cultural insult and more of a a lesser
General FU.
general
Yeah.
fu.
You know,
But,
just your average cruel and unusual punishment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Average cruel and unusual punishment. Not.
Don't worry, I'm just making it to where you're gonna save a whole lot of money on shoes from this point forward.
True. That's true.
You can never
Fineness.
properly.
Is there anything else that anybody wanted to do with this very long day before it becomes a off night?
I think it's time to just settle in.
Joke. Also, yes, by the way, Sean, yay, we have as much of a quorum as we are literally able to have. We miss you, Chelsea.
We do.
Yeah.
Brandor will return soon.
Yes.
Yes. I don't know who's near me, but just whoever's near me, I'm just going to just kind of start talking. Just start talking.
I like it.
Just, no general direction, just kind of like well, that was fun.
No general direction, just like, you ever tried peanut butter? I think it's good. Just
I think I like it.
Do you like water? I like water.
You like jazz?
Akira will scamper behind Erigen per usual.
Luca's just out. He's just out. He's sleeping.
Then I guess I'll kind of direct things a little bit towards Akira, since Akira's always been my talking buddy, and just gonna kind of like, I have my jacket off, so my sleeves are kind of up, and just gonna kind of look at the tattoos that are there, and I'm gonna say, Akira, do you remember this one? And point at one of the tattoos.
Akira is gonna make a very wisecracking face, and in your mind say, "Yes, and I also remember the trouble you got into."
Yeah. That was one of my best friends. That was Zen, and unfortunately he was lost with the other children. Because we were, well, you know all this, but
Akira will just look like, we'll give like a small smile, knowing that that's a sad subject. So they'll just give a small, comforting smile, and then tap you on your opposite shoulder with their tail, and then run like 20 feet ahead.
having that, I'm just gonna, what I like to call like echo sprint, just throw my echo out 15 feet away, and then use the rest of my movement to get up next to Akira again.
In your brain, Akira's gonna say no fair. And still attempt to outrun your thing, even knowing that they can't. They're still going to attempt to. So you guys just see Akira and the Shadow Erigen pretty much bouncing around the forest.
Love it. And yeah, so I think with like echo sprinting, I have about 65 feet of movement with it, so just going to use that to keep up with Akira for a little bit.
Yeah, and Akira's not going like full monk like key speed. They're just going top base level speed, so real easy to keep up with. So it's a very playful game of tag. a very easy game of tag.
Oh yeah.
Each of you roll a perception check while y'all are
Oh god.
running around.
Oh god.
That is not a strong stat for dear old Akira.
You
I don't
found
think
Greg.
it's a strong stat for anyone in this whole party.
Yeah, honestly.
We're the perceptive people.
No, it's
And-
fine.
Oops.
Oh.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
I need to find a kunai that I can use before I get my special kunai back in.
Jamie,
I like it.
due to the fact that I'm on,
Well,
um,
the
Right
dice.
there, Blackbird. That roll is my mood.
Literally, yeah. When it rolled, and I was just like, oh.
The dice betrayed me again.
It is.
due to the fact that I'm a mobile dungeon master, I went through bot chat to roll, and it rolled a 12 for perception.
Nice. Okay. So, with the two of you, we'll just running around, chasing each other, having fun.
I don't like that statement.
Fine. Everything's
Greg
fine.
is watching you.
What are you talking about?
I don't like that at all.
Neither do I.
I don't like Jeremy's face at all.
Out of curiosity, is it dark out by now since we've taken our rest, or?
I was gonna say, that was kind of basically the, letting y'all have at least a little bit of downtime before the day ended, and
Gotcha.
and in fact, the rest of you sleeping hard,
Gotcha.
and
Who needs sleep?
there's enough of you that it's intuitive enough to say that y'all have plenty of people to, sort through watches and keeping eyes out. I wanted to at least have a roll out there for that, just in case. Yeah, so I'll get your long rest. Make sure you go ahead and
Yeah.
tag that if you haven't.
I think I already did, honestly.
As y'all are shuffling yourselves together, waking up at middle of the night, basically, kind of, I think we all might have the knowledge of what sleeping too much feels like. So even if you are waking up at midnight, it's like, well, we're awake now.
Well, I remember we had also talked about it might be more advantageous for us to go travel at night, and when the potential of the person that went off with our cart may be sleeping, and we may be able to catch up to them or something. But they're probably well ahead of us at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know they're ahead of us.
Yeah. And
2 days, that's at least.
No, they're already in Hupperduke.
yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, you said it was about a week. Yes.
Yeah. It had been about
Yeah.
a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Erdrin is correct. You're about 2 days travel out from Hupperduke, and then search around for them. Though there are also yes, you do know Dewey. There are plenty of other concerns at Hupperduke as well.
Yeah,
But,
y'all better hope you find out more out there.
Me, my
Yeah,
brother. God damn it.
brother. The thing that is encouraging about waking up from this rest is Brandor waking up actually is able to stand on their own 2 feet. Not moving quick by any stretch of the imagination. But they are actually able to stand and able to walk under their own propulsion.
Whoa, Brando! You've got legs.
Well, he's always had legs.
Have been under the water for
Alec.
while, according to the song you were singing yesterday. So
Oh yes, it's been a while.
that's what they say. Yeah, not quite as tired. Still tired. Still take at least one of Eredrin's arms if it's offered, but
Of course. Of course.
might be able to catch up. And you can tell they're still moving at about half speed. But it's better than no speed, which is what they were moving at before.
Zero speed. Gotta love that.
Under the propulsion of literally the rest of you.
Akira is happy to see Brandor up and moving. They're still, if Eredrin is still making the shadow bop around, though, Akira is still definitely playing freeze tag with the shadow.
I think as soon as kind of Brandor gets up, I'm definitely just sending the echo right over to Brandor to be of any assistance, and also to get my trench coat back.
Nice. Yeah, your shadow helps Brandor up, very politely takes the coat off, and escorts them over to you, and getting your coat back. While doing so, Slayer and Eredrin, as you two are the closest to the mouth of this cave, remind me your passive perceptions.
13.
Nice. So,
I'm
But your passive is what?
10.
yeah, it's there. So,
It's 8 plus my proficiency. So
10 plus proficiency, so it should be 12. Wait, no.
no, it's
Whatever.
3 plus mod, and I don't have a mod, so it's.
Oh,
just
you don't
8.
have a mod. Yay. Okay. Well, it happens. So,
I didn't realize it was anything.
oh no.
I thought it was
Oh yeah,
mod.
no. It's if you're proficient, you should have a +2 in it. If you have a 0 wisdom, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Passive is 10 plus perception.
Oh, 10?
Skill. Yeah. So you have a 12.
there's
You have a
no-
12.
Yeah, there's no
it's good.
it's just 10 is your base, and then whatever your stat is.
Excuse me.
Okay.
So, we're just gonna make sure to detail that there is in fact a copy of.
Investigation is 9.
Hey, that happens. It's fine. Everything's fine. But
I'm pretty sure that this rock is a rock.
and it's also true. So as you two are dealing with that. 13 is enough that you're not surprised.
Yay!
I'm surprised.
It's enough for Slayer to perk up as some of the foliage is rustling, and you look out, assuming that Slayer doesn't have dark vision, so probably a torch lit, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably something lit up because it's the middle of the night.
Mhm.
But you hold out the torch, and you see a little pair of beady eyes over here.
For where?
And then over yonder way, right up here-ish. Wait, I'm on the wrong one.
Okay. Okay.
I
Right
was
there.
on the wrong layer. You see a little pair of beady eyes there. Another set pop up right next to it.
Hmm.
And another pair over here. Another pair over here, and just that little bit of a moment where you're able to be like, oh shit, and a small army of creatures begin to jump out of the foliage.
Oh.
Well, shit.
Can they? Question: can they see my echo?
Yeah.
They can. Okay.
They're all jumping out, and thusly,
Can I yell at them?
it is time to roll initiative because they are trying to pounce on this hot pocket of food that is right there.
Natural
Eldritch,
19.
light it back on fire again.
Do you want me to? I will.
Oh, that's a 15.
I love how the broiler has a layer of cheese. What is this with the .14? Like, what is that?
That's a tiebreaker. That's
Yeah.
the dexterity modifier. So just in case you have a tie with him, the
How do I
higher
enable
dexterity
So you click on the d20 plugin, and then I think it's under more options.
is under more options.
Okay.
And
Enable tiebreaker.
yeah, you scroll
I
down.
mean, it makes
and
sense
be able
that,
to
yeah,
find
you
it.
use the tiebreaker, you use the dex modifier as a tiebreaker anyway, so
Yeah.
have it displayed. I just thought that, like, you were doing, like, math over here, like, different kind of math.
That's a special math.
That's some of the new math.
Yeah, it's that new math. Is this Common Core?
Yep.
Oh, no.
I got an 11.
No, as much as we rag on Common Core, allegedly it's intuitive. I just can't figure it out. It's fine. That's my fault. That's not Common Core's fault.
Allegedly is
Literally
not
same.
in actuality. It actually, according to several studies, sorry, a small rant because I'm an education major, Common Core actually is not intuitive due to the fact that it forces extra steps and it forces too much writing into things like mathematics, and it causes students to actually experience burnout quicker and to not do as well on problems because of the fact that they just don't want to spend the effort of writing about the problem. And it also was only one teacher worked on the entire Common Core curriculum project. The rest were made by like legislators and writers. So
And that is why I
Never
like
used
having. That is why I like having people around that can actually fact check things.
Hey,
Consider it
best
fact check.
initiative roll ever. Best
Man,
initiative ever.
I actually can't find that option anymore.
You have to
Akira
go to
rolled
the
a-
advanced options and then scroll up. As weird as that sounds.
Wild.
So more options, advanced options, scroll up.
All right. So I'm missing a blackbird, an Akira, and an Eredrin.
15 for Akira.
15 for
11.
Akira. 11 for Eredrin. Bird.
Bird.
The bird is the word.
Nailed it.
Bird.
I thought that was a 2 again. I was like, bitch.
Everybody's heard about the bird.
Oh, very much after their own fashion. Alec and Blackbird jumping into action together. Alec, you have the lead as you see Slayer perk up, and then you hear him, oh shit, and look like he's going for a weapon. Quick though.
I have a weapon. I have a torch.
Now,
Right.
are these creatures, just for Alec's sake, are they baring teeth? Are they like we are about to attack, and if you don't do anything, it's gonna happen?
So they are popping out from the bushes and literally like look like they are calling
Looking
out
for
to each
food,
other. Calling out to each other, basically like like they have a large pack of their kin, and they have intention that cannot be denied.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll use my movement to get right up here. So let me actually move myself. Boom. And I'm like, nah. I see the bigger one. I'm like, I'm gonna take you down first. And I'm gonna cast Quarterstaff.
That is a safe thing to do, I think.
Let's see.
Ooh! With the two hands. Though that crit 4, if you recall, is not a crit 4, it's a crit 8. With max.
Start the combat.
Way to start the combat. Running up with 15 team damage. Alec picking the biggest, baddest person in the yard and casting spit.
Yeah, cool. And then I'm gonna go ahead and I just got him. I'm gonna use a key point and do some flurry of blows.
All right.
Boom. Go fantastic on this. So I'm going to obviously cast Unarmed Strike. My favorite cantrip. Well, I don't know. I like. I started to say I like Kunai Strike is one of my absolute favorite cantrips. Just don't have one yet. I need a kunai.
So for the record, as part of your class, because for those who don't know, Beardy gave me a little bit of homebrew to look over, and it's pretty well balanced, I say. And I'm very picky. I don't allow homebrew as a rule. This is an exception, but you have 10 silvered arts that all of them function as part of your kunai class.
Yes.
And part of that is that your kunai count as unarmed strikes. For the record.
So in that case, let me see. I mean, quite honestly, they do the exact same amount of damage. So since I'm close range, I am gonna go ahead and just do the unarmed strike because I don't want to. I mean, I have to go
eventually,
But yeah, there's that one strike. I don't think that's gonna hit.
You hit it with a quarterstaff and go to kick, and it's already like recoiling and ducking, just because it learned its lesson. Stick bad.
And then I come back with an elbow.
Yeah, and just as it's ducked below your foot, you just right in the back of its head.
Now I have a question for DM. I want to make sure I don't step out of bounds here with my race. I can mimic voices and things of that. Am I able to mimic animal sounds?
You can certainly try.
The reason why is because I would like to alter my voice to sound like the biggest, baddest roar I can think of and just straight up yell at these things.
I love it.
I'll let you burn your reaction to try and do an intimidation check. Sure. Okay.
Intimidation. 18.
All right. So you run in and just this flurry of staff and feet and elbow, and slam into this thing, and then just you all hear a stunningly convincing roar, like animalistic, like guttural roar come out of Alec, that only one of you fully comprehends, but it is definitely how far away? 15. Okay, 15, 10, and 5. Okay, so you can tell that you have gotten the attention of this quadrant of creatures, and all of them are looking a little bit not glad to be in your presence.
A little bit less thrilled.
Some might say terrified. afeared even the moment. So, Burb.
Ooh, okay. Let me think.
Remind myself.
I went for the biggest, baddest dude in the yard.
Yeah, you went for the biggest, baddest dude in the yard. You did, and
I love that.
it's really it's really reflecting. So you know, while the Burb is thinking.
Yeah, while the Burb is thinking. Carry on.
I'm gonna get some movement going on because these creatures cannot currently get within any closer than 10 feet from you, and you have made yourself quite terrifying. And so, rather than making a beeline towards you, they make a beeline elsewhere.
Okay. Now that I've actually gotten up close and personal on these things, do I recognize these creatures? I mean, I can see the icons, but I don't know what they actually are. So,
I mean, they are reptilian, obviously. The larger ones are adults. The smaller ones are young.
okay.
But are somewhat foreign as they are.
Okay.
Yeah, so these ones run around and go to mount up with the other adult in the pack. Basically,
Mom, Dad got punched in the face really hard.
like real bad. Yeah, and the other one's also kind of making an arc around. Blackbird, are you ready?
Seeing the reptilian, I kind of lean back after I do my attacks and go, Luca, come talk to your cousins.
Ow.
Oh my god.
Rude.
Damn.
Rude.
Blackbird is gonna try and get the closest one to the group. It's not the one next to Alex because that one's a little further away. The ones to the right of us, I'm gonna try and hit one of them with an Eldritch Blast.
All right.
Close enough for me?
One of the Eldritch Blast is are they close enough to you? The answer is probably yes. But which one are you going for? There's two of them here, two of them here. Are you going for the big one?
You know what? If I can reach the big one, I'm gonna go for the big one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay.
Oh yeah. Step right here. Yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
Here, you step out to like here. You've got a perfectly clear shot.
Okay. Am I rolling the hit dice first or the damage?
The two hit. Yes.
Okay. Let's see what happens.
Oh, really? Well, so as
How
you
about that?
you run forward and throw the conjured burb, and it flies forward, and this one can tell, like, with Alex roar, that one not afraid, partially because they're just a little too far away for it, but also more of like you are threatening my mate, and they duck right as the blackbird bird flies at them. They look like they're about to try and charge Alec.
Oof.
Damn.
Blackbird, we love these distracting fireworks that you keep shooting at the enemies to distract them.
Blackbird says thanks.
You have other tricks though. Do you have any bonus action? You have
burns.
What can I use for bonus?
Your words hurt sometimes. I'm just saying. Have a talent.
Luca has never been awake to see an enemy get hit by that Eldritch Blast.
That is upsetting.
I know, but I love that little category of unintentional burns of like, I think I'm genuinely complimenting you, but I'm not realizing it's actually a sick burn.
Every single time Blackbird has hit something with an Eldritch Blast, Luca has been unconscious.
I'm obsessed. Yeah, no, because it just seems like a whole thing.
Yes. So
I have too many hit points for Blackbird to hit.
sounds
My bad. I'm sorry. I just need to die so Blackbird can hit.
Hey, it's
Okay.
inspiring. But yes, so
it.
you have 10 more feet of movement if you want to take it, and you have bonus action if you want to take it. Any of the above. I lose the Blackbird.
Oh.
I'm not hearing any more Kathleen in my.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I
Oh, we
can.
can hear you now.
Okay, great. Okay. Super. I'm using a new mic, so it's a learning curve.
Gotcha.
Now you're gone again.
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay. I'm back
you're
again.
again.
Am I close enough to come at the one next to Alex with a 2-weapon fighting, or just hit it with something?
No, you've got the glaive.
Oh yeah, you're right. Can I hit it with that?
You've already used your action to throw an Eldritch Blast.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
One of your spells that has a bonus action. If you want to take it, you can. If not, also okay.
You know what? I'm just gonna chill.
All right, chilling. Slayer, you are up because this one's
Okay. All right. Or in that case, yeah, I'm going to kind of run up to here. But before doing that, actually, I'm gonna do my own little power up rage. Stomp my feet, thump my chest a couple times, give a good power up yell, and kind of run at these guys. And I'm gonna, as I'm running, I'll pull out. Actually, no, I won't. That's right, because I was gonna do that. So I'll just swing the torch like a club at one of them. One might say improvised.
Yeah. 100%. A lit torch I treat very much like a club, like the item club, but it also has the qualification of doing an extra point of fire damage. So
Right.
it's actually in the rules.
Okay. I'll go ahead and do so recklessly, just cause.
Yeah.
So let me just quickly throw a club into my inventory for simplicity.
I believe in you. Essentially a D4 unarmed strike or what have you.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually a thing in my list of things I can do. There we go.
Works. Ba-bam bam. Got you.
Wait, is a club that?
A club is a D4.
It is. Oh, okay. Okay.
That's all.
No worries. So, doing that reckless. Just
right.
13 hit.
All right, so throwing down on one of these guys, a 13 hits one of these smaller ones.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I hit one of these guys there.
All right. So that's 5 plus 2, 7. Yeah.
Yeah, plus 1 point of fire.
8. Yes, 8 points of damage. They don't seem to love being hit by fire.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just run in and just whoa, and just slam that one as you're running by.
Yeah. And that I used my bonus action already to rage, and I hit.
Do you want to arm yourself with a second of your torches unlit, or perhaps
No, I
object
need to
interact
have.
yourself?
I need to have a free hand.
Fair enough.
So.
Hey, words. We love it.
Yeah. So that I think is gonna be the Slayer's turn.
All right. Well.
Oh wait, there is one thing I can dump onto that attack though that I forgot to do. Is as I am raging, the Might of Chord empowers my strikes with a little bit of 1 radiant damage.
Wait, it's 1.
Oh wait, it's 1 plus 2. So
2.
3.
Okay. 3 more. I mean, 3 more damage.
3 more damage. A point of damage is a point of damage, man. We don't argue.
Yeah.
We don't complain.
Saying Divine Fury, that's like an attack enhancer. You just sprinkle in a whatever attack and whammo.
Yeah, exactly.
You get yourself a spicy attack sandwich.
All right. So as you make yourself a very appetizing target, going into a reckless rage and slam the shit out of that little dinosaur, Brandor under their own propulsion kind of limps forward and just has that limp of a experienced warrior, cranks back their crossbow and levels it on the one you just smashed. Hands still a little shaky, arms weak, mom spaghetti or something.
Palm spaghetti.
Palm spaghetti.
Palm spaghetti.
Nailed it.
Knees weak, palm spaghetti.
Yeah, indeed. But Brandor,
Much spaghetti in my palms.
indeed. So at disadvantage, an 11, but Brandor is a master of battle, one might say, and focuses that precision strike, and a 16, on the other hand, will hit.
But on the surface, he looks calm spaghetti.
As he looks,
Knee spaghetti, palm spaghetti.
Just spaghetti
on his spaghetti already.
All right, so yowza.
Sorry.
Everything's devolving. It's fine. So as
So much spaghetti.
Brandor still shaky-handed and then steady, and spears that one right in the back of the noggin. Slayer, you feel somewhat vindicated. The last 5 damage does it. And Brandon just has that look of satisfaction, that little look of satisfaction, like, I'm back, baby.
My movement speed is no longer 0.
Yes.
Hi, Righty.
Indeed. So Righty over there is coming at you. Might say. You have made yourself spicy.
I have.
That should be a disadvantage because you did also a fear. There we go. I don't think 12 hits, right?
Yeah.
All right. And, you are the object of fear right now. 14 doesn't hit?
No.
The lower of the two. 16.
16 will hit, yes.
Okay, so as you roar in their face, they snap towards you, well short, and then slash one of their claws at you, and you duck below it, but very much in a similar like there's a word I'm looking for. modifying their behavior to your behavior. There's a simple word for it.
Mimicking?
Sort of, not the right one, but mimicking is good enough. Mimicking your adaptation to the situation, slashes at you, hits you for 7 damage.
Okay, 7.
Yeah. And
Ouchie.
they're not backing down, just fear makes some creatures run, and fear makes some creatures stand their ground.
Fight or flight, son.
Fight, flight, fight, flight, fawn, or freeze.
I usually choose fart.
I was gonna say, if any of you have questions on that, I actually edited a podcast called "What the Hell Is My Brain Doing" by Julie Lamb. Just gonna throw a shameless plug out there because I edit that podcast, and she's real good at the words and the psychology of stuff. So check it out. It's on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and a couple other places. It's great.
Noise.
So, Akira, I see you moving, but I can't make out the word.
Yeah, I'm not wasting time.
I was waiting on the on you to finish up is all. Akira's going to just pretty much follow right up behind Alec there, and I need that creature to make a DC 13 dex save.
Ooh.
Oh, it's exploding out in the dino or in the dragon arms. A dex save. Hey, it bounced off of a natural 17 to a natural 3.
So it's failed. So it'll take 2d4 of damage.
That's the
Let me roll that really quickly. D4 and D4. So it'll take 6 damage.
Ooh, that is
6 force damage as the arms manifest, and I pretty much like what I do is I run up next to Alec and I actually slam my hand on the ground, and then when it explodes out, then I come up with a fist.
all right. So yeah, you slam down, and that just burst of radiant green blasts out from you, not even taking the time to armor up, but just exploding out of your arms and boom.
And then for my regular action, I'll just do a regular old punch right at it. See if the dice will be kind. Oh, that's supposed to be a +5, and we'll roll.
All right, so it explodes out, and when you go to swing, it's already recoiling, and you just right where its head was. They definitely look like they're doing poorly. You know, some of the scales splitting a little bit, bleeding. Just at you. Anything else for you?
No, that is my turn. Akira is just going to look menacingly right back at the creature.
All right, Eredrin is on deck while these little ones begin to move. These two sprinting in on Akira. These two sprinting in on Slayer. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, I may have to have Akira take something barbarian just so they can get angry at all this aggro.
Love it. Everybody deserves a little aggro from time to time. So one of them snaps at you, misses you, but then the claw comes out and slashes across you for 9 damage as it crits you. Kira.
Oh, I get to I have a reaction to that.
Yeah, you do.
I have a reaction, so I need to make a DC 13 dex save.
Dex save again.
What's your reaction?
Telekinetic Gift of the Gem Dragon, telekinetic reprisal. So I get
another pulse of that green energy. Roll that damage.
That's 2d8.
It's a total of 8, by the way. It's very bad.
So let's see. 1.
10.
So 10 total.
All right. So the closer one just bites into you, or bites at you, misses, hits you with the claw, and then gets slammed. Is there anything else with that slam? Do they get pushed if they fail? Right.
On a failure, take 2d8 force damage and pushed up to 10 feet away from me. Yep.
All right. So 10 feet back. Was that one over there? This one coming in to close the gap. Bite and claw.
Sorry, I got lost in the spaghetti there. I noticed I'm surrounded. Did I get attacked?
Oh, you're about to.
Okay.
Two of them moved in
I got
on.
lost in the spaghetti there.
It's a different kind of soup.
Yeah,
You
today
beat me
is
to it.
spaghetti soup.
Yeah.
Today's podcast is spaghetti soup.
He opens his mouth, but spaghetti won't come out.
Today we are diced spaghetti and not diced soup.
We are diced spaghetti with diced meatballs. So, so
It's
this
a
one,
dice, they meet the ball.
It's the spiciest of soups today.
indeed.
It's a dicey meatball.
Blast back the other one.
Nice.
The second one, the claw misses you, and the bite catches you for 5 points of piercing. But that being that, hold on. So that's 9 minus 5, so that's minus 14. Token wasn't reflecting it. I know you're keeping track on your own. There we go. So those two attacking Akira. These two coming at a Slayer. Don't think
Make me a rummy cloak.
I was quite reckless on my last attack.
we're quite reckless. These are rolling to take the advantages. So on you, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think the 14s hit, do they?
No, they don't.
Okay, 17.
It does.
Okay, so 17 into 23. One of them catches you with a bite, and the other one with a claw. For 3 reduced to 1 and 4 reduced to 2 damage, as they just they just slam into you. You making yourself very big, very scary.
Raging and reckless attack go together like peanut butter and jelly, man.
They do, man. They do.
But yes, Eredrin, it's time. Luca, you're on deck.
Eric
Eredrin-
left some battle orders.
He left some in the chat because he had to step out.
He had to make the bounce happen.
True.
Well,
Yes.
Yeah. So, for the first turn, can I move to one of them and attack with my great sword, and move my echo to another one and unleash my echo to attack the other one, and action surge to do the same thing, all while screaming expletives and Gith and giant at them. Something along the lines of, I am so fucking tired of this shit.
all right.
I think he also said that he would use Booming Blade if it was a better
yeah.
option.
Yeah. Oh, and cast Booming Blade on everything I can.
All right. So can boom with normal attack. Cannot boom with
We are
echo incarnations. So that's going to be action surge ba-boom. Let's see here. Toggle action.
Action surge.
Toggle action surge. Go great sword time. Great sword number first. That's a definite hit. Great sword number second just hits. Swing and swing.
Ooh, good damages.
On that one.
Holy
So
cow, go
yeah.
spaghetti.
Oh yeah. So Eredrin Prime running up to the side of Slayer and just two big, just very rapid, very exasperated greatsword swings, and just slashing this one to death But with each of those, the other one running up and definite hit. Going full bore, not just manifest echo, but unleash incarnation. There's one, there's two, just using all of the incarnation that they have to just break one of these ones that just was slapping into Slayer. Taking down some of this sweet soup. There we go. Moving to big lefty. Kira is now percentage-wise, we'll say, looks softer than Alec right now. So, parent number left is charging at Akira. And
Parent number
left is
I do not approve of that message.
well, they are certainly going to try. One does a 16 hit you? 17 because they have you flanked.
Yes, it will.
Elza, this is not looking good for our intrepid hero. If you would be so kind as to make a strength save.
See, not bad at those, but let's see how the dice do me. Let's see how the dice do me. 16.
Hey, wait. Hold on. I'd like to do something. I want to burn a reaction.
What you got?
I want to cast Silvery Barbs on this enemy that just succeeded with an attack roll against Akira.
Okay.
They're within 60 feet. I can force them to re-roll the attack roll.
All right. So that does make it, in fact, still a 16.
Oh, bummer.
16 hits exactly.
You get to throw that advantage somewhere, though. So within 60 feet.
You know, I guess I'll probably throw it to Akira as well in hopes that they can get themselves out of that situation. There's a part of me that wants to throw it to Alec, but I think I'm going to throw it to Akira as well.
All right, giving Akira the special. I'm going to put a timer on it because it's short-term inspiration, not long-term inspiration.
It's the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. They get advantage on it.
Okay. So, having already rolled the 16 there, I'm going to let that one stand. Okay. Mostly because it succeeds.
Yep. I appreciate that, actually.
Got you. Some DMs eat the player resources, trying to let it happen. So with that though, it grabs on and slashes you 7 points of damage. Looks like it tries to drag you down with its momentum, just like pull you to the ground and pounce on you. But it does not succeed. It does get to try and attack you a couple more times. It would have been worse if you were prone. Sure. One more claw attack. That other claw attack though, we wasted that other 16 because that's a 6 total, or 7 total with the flanking, and a bite. 7 total on the bite too. So you actually did mathematically take one of the hits away, having me re-roll. So as it slashes you, and then some of the silvery energy from Luca as he wraps around, kind of distracting that one a bit, and it swirls around that one, and then goes to swirl around you for a moment. That being said, Luca, your reaction restores, and it's your turn.
Jazzy. All right. Let me check the range on an ability. So Alec is taking some damage too, right?
Alec has taken some damage too.
Very
But
slight
Akira-
amount. I got hit once.
But Akira has taken more.
Akira has taken several hits.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna start off with a bonus action to cast Healing Word on Akira.
Okay.
Throwing that out in there. See what we get. For 8 restore.
Oh, thank you. That is perfect.
And then I think here is okay, 30 feet right there. And gotta find it. Let me find it. I am going to simply, I think I'm just gonna do my fire breath weapon.
Oh! All right.
It's only a DC 10 saving throw, but 2d6 for half.
Yeah. And you can hit 2 of them right now, right? It's 15 foot.
Yep, I should be able to hit these 2 dead on in front of me without hitting anybody else.
Okay. So go ahead and exhale. There it is. You said DC 10, right?
Yeah, it's only
line.
it's a cone.
Okay.
Save or con save?
It is dexterity.
Dexterity. Got it. All right.
Flames, boy.
Oh, it's actually a 5 by 30 foot line. So I guess technically, I mean, I could still hit those 2, but I can't hit any other ones.
True.
But it is a line. Thank you for asking, Bearded.
Yeah, that's what I was curious about, because I know that bronze Dragonborn have a cone, so I didn't know how else.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now that I have that in mind, like knowing that it's a 30-foot line, I can see way cooler ways to use that in the future. So like, I'm actually excited about that.
Lines are more effective than cones, because cones are area, but lines are precision. So it's
and I like that.
And here's the thing, though, with that line of fire.
There
That
it is.
line of fire.
That was cool.
You avoid. That was going to be my question. Was do you accidentally start another forest fire, or do you miss the trees and you just short that tree on the far side? So and it's only a 5-foot cone, so it's just this blast of fire, precision rather than area, and both of them pass barely, but they still both. Yeah, that's still damage, and Bernie and attention. That they are both going to be giving you instead of perhaps Akira, depending on what happens. That was bonus action. That was action. That was running forward. That was all 30 feet. All right.
Yep.
Well then,
Full turn.
as the cacophony happens, Alec, it comes back around to you.
nice. Okay. There's a lot of people in this initiative, so this is a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do, kind of helping out Akira, I'm gonna move here where I'm not out of his range of this boy. I'm gonna roll my attacks real quick, and I'm gonna see. I'll map it out after I see what does and does not hit. So for my first attack, I am going to go ahead and cast Quarterstaff, my handy dandy cantrip.
You do have to aim each one.
Oh no, yeah. I will say, sorry. My first one's going for righty,
Okay.
and then depending on how that goes, which I got 8 on that.
So, your first swing, you slam it. It stumbles forward. It's barely on its feet.
Bada bing, and then my that was gonna miss. Basically, what happens is I run over here, I yell to Akira, and I say duck, and as soon as they duck, I will swing as hard as I can, knocking Righty in the head, and then the other side, I will take my unarmed strike, and I will run over and smack the other one in the face with that 22 for 5.
Nice.
All right, so you quarterstaff the one and kind of go to try and finish it off with a quick punch, missing it as it ducks back from your second unarmed strike, and then your flurry one, you just backhand the one, the lefty one, and that's 5 more points.
Nice.
All right.
And I think this bonus action, and I don't want to move anymore. I'm gonna stay right there because I don't want to get out there moving anyway. So.
And right there. Memory check. You do or don't have mobile?
I don't have mobile. No, that's what I was just saying. It's like I think I need to take mobile for my next beat.
We'll get there. All right, Blackbird, you are up.
Right, Blackbird. Okay. So, Blackbird is gonna come at the one on the big boy directly in front of them, with the glaive.
All right, so you only have to take a 5-foot step as you kind of look like you're grabbing it out of the air, because you woke up and it's not there. You intuitively know it's always there, and just as you go for the swing, it materializes in your hand.
What a little bad bird. Okay. And then...
Those navy blue, now in the dark, very dark flames.
I got a 12 for hit.
Not even for flavor, but really truly, Akira and Luca have this one flanked. So you actually have a, if you are all the way up on it, you'll have a +3.
Oh my god.
So, with a 15, you will hit.
Aw, yeah.
Ganging up.
And I'll say, and this is why we do flanking with pluses rather than advantage, because you can get advantage so many other ways. +3s in combat make or break.
Yes.
That's what's up.
So good
hit.
positioning does it all. 14. Yeah. Oh my god, that's so much damage. So running up and just cleaving into this one, taking a not insignificant chunk out of it. You do still have a bonus action if you want to take it, or
can I just hit it again?
Not yet. Not yet. You're almost there. You're getting there.
Okay. Okay. What am I
getting more talented with your glaive? I promise.
That's right.
It's true.
It's okay. It's okay.
She just wants to hit it. That's all she wants to do.
I know.
All that she wants. Nailed it.
Nailed it. Got me.
All that she wants is to get glavy.
Yeah.
Close.
We'll workshop that one.
We'll workshop that one.
It's not my best.
Indeed.
Right. Can I cast Hex on it as a bonus action?
You can cast Hex on it as a bonus action.
Do it.
And
okay,
I figure that was a thing that you might have wanted to do before you swung. I'm trying not to tell you exactly, but I am trying to hold your hand,
idea. No,
drag you towards it.
It's okay.
Roll your d6 extra necrotic damage.
Ooh.
I mean,
necrosis.
we know that there is some kind of patron sugar daddy out there helping.
It's true.
That's
it's true.
It's true.
It's an out of character fact that none of us know in character.
What was it? A 1d what?
That's 1d6. of the necro.
Have we even seen We haven't even seen Blackbird's face, have we?
No,
You really haven't. They like make sure to prestidigitate themselves clean under the mask like every day. So like they don't
It's
smell
a routine.
funky.
It's a routine.
Yeah. They'll smell funky, but you've never seen below the mask. In the weeks, some of you have been traveling together, days for others, but
That's right.
yeah. So focusing in your ire, running forward, and just heartier chunk of pain on that one. That's 20 total damage, by the way, just to say that out loud. Nice.
Yeah.
Good one,
all right.
bird.
Yeah. But now the righty burbs up on Slayer are going to try and, in fact, eat Slayer because Slayer's big. And
we'll try.
We'll try. Oh, let's rock a bite. Let's rock another bite. Let's rock a claw. Except, with advantage.
Yeah.
And another claw. All right. What's the number to beat?
15.
15. Damn, I got 2 of those, and an 18. But one of them misses with a 14. So actually, the heaviest damage. 7 reduced to 3, 5 reduced to 2, 3 reduced to 1. As they
2, 1.
They bite and claw and tear, and they are trying to omnom you into oblivion. But it does become your turn again.
Goody. All right.
Akira, they're appearing in this film next on deck.
All right. So I will take another swing with said improvised club. 1 second though.
On which?
The ones directly. Actually, 1 second. Give me a second to look at the map again. Actually, on the one in front of me here. The ones in front of me.
All right. 2.
Okay, so, and this will once again be reckless.
Oh. All right. So that does turn it into 11 points of 13 points of damage on this one right here.
Yeah. And it's more than that because it's the first time I hit with the Divine Fury. Let me do that.
All right, so as you come down on this one and just I saw a TikTok the other day of a GM actually breaking twigs to make a sound. I'm not that cruel. I will say you hear the familiar snap of bones as you smash that one directly through its back and just flatten it onto the ground. Just,
awesome. That's beautiful. So grapple the target. Okay, dang. Well, I was gonna use my bonus actions to grapple it, but there's nothing to grapple. And the tavern brawler.
I'll say I'm gonna give this to you. I'm gonna give you something that you're looking for. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
You break that one across the back. You can pick this thing up by the tail. And you're tavern brawler. You're proficient in improvised weapons.
Yeah.
You're gonna hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
I was gonna be
right
a motherfucker
now.
with a motherfucker. Yeah.
Right now.
A motherfucker with a motherfucker.
You have a free object interaction where you can grab this thing by the tail. To you, this is a light weapon.
Custom bonus feat for the Slayer. Hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Basically, yeah.
So using
yeah, we're gonna do
using
that.
an improvised wit.
Yeah.
Only a 5. He's only like 4 or 5 feet total long. So, but that one's right there. Go ahead, you reckless. Roll another reckless attack with your bonus action.
All right.
Doesn't get your divine fury, but it's cool.
No, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay, so I'll just custom roll here.
Yeah.
It's 2d20, okay, 1 plus my modifier,
6.
plus 6. Okay. Plus 6. Yeah. 13.
13 just hits.
Whips a d4 as well, right?
It's D4 as well.
Yeah.
I dipped for a second, so I apologize if I missed something.
Oh, you
4
missed
plus
the
6.
glorious.
You missed the best. So
Oh, no.
don't worry, I'm gonna recap it. It's fine.
Okay.
So, D4 plus 6, including your rage damage.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
8.
Nice.
So, Alec, you glance over. You watch the Slayer, because he's wielding a torch as a club, and so being proficient with improvised weapons pays off. Slams, breaks the closer one's back with this torch, and it goes limp. He uses his open hand, grabs it by the tail, and just upswings up under its sibling and slams the shit out of it for 8 damage. He is now dual wielding light weapons. One, a limp raptor looking thing, and the other a torch.
Awesome.
You begin to realize
A lot of.
why they refer to
he's
this
not,
man as Slayer.
It just occurred to me that he's not using an actual weapon at all, and just
No.
did that much damage.
Yeah.
He's breaking. He's breaking things.
Yeah, because isn't technically that Radiant Fury die maxed out as well?
It's
Yeah. So literally just broke out. It wouldn't be nearly as good of a whip if it weren't a little tenderized in the middle. But yeah. So
Alec is as he sees all this, is making mental notes in his mind. He's just like, let's not truly ever piss this guy off. I mean, maybe some playfulness, but if you ever really get on his bad side, no.
it's very much that what's it Billy Madison. I'm real glad I called that guy.
I called that guy.
Brandor limping forward again, trying to take advantage of the Slayer's slaying. Suddenly realizes that Akira is in fact surrounded, and turns around and is going to try and put that hexed one down, like one does. Disadvantage again on the shot because problems. They let that one slide, but also have an action surge. So gonna try once more. Just a quick double shot. Fires off, goes high, just gives that shit click, and it's the proper time, it's a proper place. Let's turn that 9 into a 10, and then a superiority die. Try and make the best out of a bad situation. 11 doesn't do it. So Brandor again just fuck, and the second one just glides over its shoulder as it Blackbird slashes the shit out of it, and it kind of is buckling a little bit, goes over the shoulder. Big righty. No longer afeared of Alec, is going to try desperately to nail Alec down. So that's it's a bite, claw, and a claw. Yeah. Well, the highest of those is a 15, Alec.
My AC is a 15, so I think that counts as a hit for you, right?
Yes, but the 8 and 9, respectively, do not. So you dodge claw, you dodge other claw, and then this thing is ravenous, furiously trying to eat you, and takes a bite out of you like Scruff McGruff takes a bite out of crime, for 6.
Ouchie.
6 of the piercings. Akira, you're up. Do we have Eridra back yet? No? Okay, it's fine.
And I don't think he's back yet. Akira's just gonna continue to punch the big one that is in front of me. What am I adding on from the flanking?
From the flanking, you have 1, 2, 3, 3 friends directly flanking, helping flank it. So you have a +3 to all of your attacks on the one between you and Blackbird and Luca.
All right, so that's a +8 for me overall. There's a 22 hit.
Oh yeah!
All right, and then my damage is the D4.
Oh yeah, brother.
Let's see. So that'll be 3 for the first one. I'll spend a key point for Flurry of Blows.
Plus, what's your dex mod? Wisdom.
They're equal. That's gonna be a +5, so that's 8. I'm sorry, +3. So that's
3. Okay.
6 total.
6. All right. So your first strike, just slam. Just you punch it right in its snout, and you hear it kind of crack a little bit, like this thing is mortally wounded, nigh unto death. What do you want to do?
Spending a key point for Flurry of Blows, so attack number 2. I think that misses.
Real quick, we'll treat that one as the advantage that you got from Luca.
Yes.
So swing, or first swing that. Damn. Did you want to burn a key point for Flurry of Blows?
Yeah, I'll burn a key point.
Right, so you get one more swing out of it.
There we go.
So you punch it, kind of break into its snout a bit. Go to finish it off, and it dodges back, but you use that momentum and just jump up and just knee it under the chin and just. And
that's gonna be 7 in total.
He collapses.
Yes.
It was fine until I was literally getting her.
And Akira just sits there slide on the baby one next to it.
Things were watched for
All right. It has its sights on you too. How funny. So, yeah, hold on. If I have things thought of correctly. There we go. Lefties, there's 1, 2, 3 of those left. So, the one that you blasted back is coming back for a round 2. 2 of them going after Akira with the advantages of being a pack. Nom. Oh no. Don't like when I roll that high. I actually don't. And DMing for me is an exercise in rooting against myself for you all. But so these 2 running at you, that one running up and and you turning to the one next to you. This one runs around and catches an open spot in your defenses, biting you for 9 points of damage with a crit. Total of 9 with crit.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's fine.
But then it tries to claw at you as it falls off. I don't think a 14 hits you.
It does not.
But then the one that you were prepared for, you see it coming and just bop its claws, trying to go at you and deflect them both off. And then there's one on the Slayer, still also advantage for all of the raisins. I'm still waiting to crit you though. So 19's the lower one. So 5 reduced to 2, 6 reduced 3 damage. As that one is definitely trying to take the advantages. Eredrin not being back. Eredrin's gonna stand right where they are, or rather going to step up and get around this one and try and use the shadow to just stab down with their sword attack. With the advantages, the sword attack, with the +2 flanking of Eredrin and Eredrin, a 14 will hit.
The law firm of Eredrin and Eredrin.
Eredrin and Akira. It's a very effective law firm. Don't worry, that you're not seeing double. That was 12 damage.
Yeah, I was just like, wait a second.
As Eredrin just looks just done with this, and just Prime is just swinging the greatsword around, working their arm out, and the shadow just slides around. That one looking a little cornered and gets slashed. Luca, you are up.
Let's see here.
You know what? Because Eredrin can bonus action switch places with himself. It's fine.
I think I'll step to here so that I've got 2 teammates also attacking this enemy, and I think I'm just going to try to put it out of its misery.
All right, that will give you the +2.
I'm just going to swing with my longsword for once.
It will here, but yes, swing with the longsword.
Sure, yeah, that works. Let's see if I can roll something good.
You can. 42
Okay.
hits.
Natural 15.
How do you want to dismantle
I don't
this
know
one?
why it... I'm a little confused there.
How do you want to dismantle this one?
Just taking its head clean off with a horizontal slash.
All right, so just walking over, seeing it facing off with Alec and Akira, you all hear the strangest sound of Luca drawing his longsword and just cuts its head off. It flops down onto the ground, and the head just kind of a little bit of a foot or 2 away.
And I can bonus action Vicious Mockery, right?
No, that's an action.
No? Oh, that's an action. My bad. Sorry, I misread it. Then I think in that case, I'll use a level 1 healing word as a bonus action.
You can do that.
Yes, I will use level 1 healing word. Probably
On the enemies. No.
on the enemies. I'm probably just gonna stim pack Akira one more time.
Back Akira one more time. One more time.
How hilarious would that be though if a bard was casting Healing Word and like tripped and accidentally hit the enemy with it? Like just wait.
Thank you.
Time.
How did I crit fail a Healing Word? Wait, no. Sorry, I went down.
6 more healing for Akira.
Got it. Thank you.
Celebrate and dance for free.
Well, you know,
One of the
Slayer
first times
and
I ever
Brandor
learned.
look like they belong in that music video. So I mean, like, it
Yeah.
works.
A big shout out to Larkin for giving me one of my first, giving me my first Daft Punk album. Thank you for that.
Yeah,
but-
Akira does look like they'd be in could be in a Daft Punk video.
Yeah, Akira, like, if you were just slightly more blue, it would fit this specific video, honestly.
All right. So that was merely 15 feet of your movement, and you are currently not in any danger of being attacked at the moment.
I'm just gonna stay there.
Input. Okay. Then Alec.
I feel like the little ones are still in fight mode.
Yep.
At the moment.
Okay. In that case, I would like to use my action to once again roar at these little guys and try and get them to just really kindly kick rocks.
All right. Go ahead and intimidate.
Killing them to kindly the fuck out. Oops. All right.
All right. So as you again roar out in a way that Luca fully comprehends.
The others don't.
They don't understand why. But you're growling out in a way that is like draconic, like dragonborn roar, kind of roaring, and you're doing a especially good job of it. Let's say
For aesthetic, just imagine the specific T-Rex sound from Jurassic Park.
Akira has no point of reference for this, as Akira is not that type of dragonborn.
So it is definitely a bit of a shock to Akira, hearing such sounds coming out of such an ordinary human trademark.
Meanwhile, I just
human,
want to
brand
know.
human.
Meanwhile, I just want to know why he keeps yelling. I want to know why he keeps yelling toast. It's like when somebody gets a tattoo of something in a foreign language and they don't really know what it means.
Because I'm just yelling soup really loud.
That was you're really yelling. Are you yelling like
Mom spaghetti.
Mom spaghetti?
All right. Anything else to do with your turn?
I mean, I will just I really can't think of it. I mean, because like I could go attack them, but really I'm just being 100% honest. In character, I feel like Alec at this point is like, I don't want to kill any more of them. I want them to go away, so he's not going to attack as of right now.
All right.
I will save my reaction if one of my fellow people need it. So.
All right. So getting ready. Blackbird. You can tell that these two right here, with that roar coming out of Alec, look terrified. Gone from attack mode to both of their parents are dead, and they're kind of like looking at each other, chittering, looking like they're about to back up.
If you run now, you could be Batman.
Yeah.
This
is your chance.
This is your origin story. I don't have like a move for it specifically, but can Blackbird just like shoo at them, like go away, get lost, sort of?
Okay. Okay. Do your own considering Alec's intimidation. You can roll an intimidation with advantage as well.
Okay. In that case, yeah, Blackbird's gonna just like yell at them to like go away, get lost, and like flail their arms at them. Intimidation is a 19.
All right, so you go rushing forward and just waving your arms, waving your glaive, just
It's
running
like
forward.
what you do when there's like a big cat or like a bear near you and you gotta look big.
Yeah, making yourself look big, running towards them, and the one over here with the roaring and things, and especially being hit by its sibling, is going to try and run away from the Slayer.
Poor move.
I said try. I know what I said. So they're going to try and run away. Slayer, your recklessness only applies to your turn. So this is a regular attack, but
Correct.
With either the torch or their sibling, your choice.
We're gonna go with the torch.
All right.
Normal roll.
No raptor whip.
No.
Oh geez, yeah. They turn to retreat, and as they turn their back on you, big mistake. Smash right through the back. Just flatten them onto the ground with the torch.
Yep.
And that was the end of the right ones. That being said, it is now Slayer's turn.
Right. I'm now gonna turn my attention to this poor soul.
This poor creature.
Yeah. And I will, again with the torch, not reckless.
Okay. Hurt a little bit to be a little reckless, but yeah, smash that one. This one also looks afeared, like it's about to back up, and you take full advantage of it and just smash the jaw. It just whole face just turns a little too far sideways.
Right. And then I'll drop the one I'm carrying, and then just sort of run at these other two, also just yelling and looking big.
Bless you.
Excuse
Beautiful.
me.
Yeah, I felt like I was in character.
Yeah,
Kinda was.
exactly. Burping right in its face, dropping the other one and running towards the other one. Brandor going for the same maneuver of everybody's everybody surrounding them.
Frightened, like I'm just gonna yell and run at them.
Brandor's gonna hold their action to fire if they don't turn. Akira.
Yes. All right. So I'm just gonna continue to try to beat up this little guy that's in front of me while I still have this +3 going from all the flanking. So.
And now it's a +2, but because Luke is gone. But yes, that's plenty enough.
14. All right. I'll just roll I'll just roll the other one as well. Disable that.
You can hit up and
that's gonna be a 13.
all right, both of those hit.
All right, let me roll my damage. I don't know. This thing just went real funny on me. And that's gonna be a 6 points for that one. And 4 points for the other one.
Being that you're attacking that one, Brandor is going to fire off and fire off and try to help, finish this one. So with that, that's 6 and 4, did you say?
Yep.
All right. So as you punch down at that one, slam it. Brandor fires off, sticks it in the back. It rears back, and you just foot claw right into its under neck. You just break it.
Yeah, I kind of Bruce Lee it where my heel goes into his windpipe, and I just twist my ankle just enough to make it, make that wet snap, and then I recoil my leg.
All right. And then this one is disengaging and running.
This is the Batman.
Yeah.
This
is the one.
This is Batman. It begins running. As disengaging and running. Not being here, I have a feeling, considering what they talked about, Eredrin's demeanor being. Here we go. So this one can move 30 feet. Eredrin can burn 15, half of his movement. You switch places with it. Then move another 15 feet. Eredrin just walking forward, greatsword down at his side, pulls out a hand axe. Shiny, silvery, beautiful, even in the torchlight, and it's just gonna try and freaking finish this little bastard off. Does he have anything? He does. He has the one use of Fey Luck per day. A 16 is gonna do it.
Wait, how long does that Fey Luck last us?
Y'all have it. It's a temporary boon, but it is there's a once per long rest. It lasts until it lasts.
Okay. I see. I thought it was like a one-off. I've been saving that. Dang.
We get it once per day, but we don't know how long we've got it for.
Yeah.
It is once per day. So yes, please feel free to make it last. Oh, beautiful. Oh, Slayer. Oh,
Torchlight.
I'll say that's a little bit too bright. Let's switch it around just a little bit.
Okay.
I'll switch the colors just to be a little softer. A little softer on the eyes. There we go.
Fair enough.
Still amenable, but yeah. So Eredrin's shadow rushes forward as he starts to step, and then they switch places, and he just that little bit of a fey glow alters its course and right into the back of its head, and there will be no Batman.
He was almost Batman.
It was almost Batman. Alas, this pack of predators has gone the way of a number of predators, and
I know that with that, watching that happen, Alec will kind of step forward and go, "You didn't have to do that. He was running."
Yeah. Then they'll try and hunt more travelers.
Just an animal that doesn't know any better.
Goes
And so, with that,
picks
in
up
kind of
the hand axe and starts coming back.
in a bit of a huff, Alec is going to go to Righty over here and just start looking at it, and just to be 100% frank, looking at it to see if we could. I mean, it's an animal. It's got meat. He's going to harvest from it. So
yeah. Slayer's of the same mindset. He goes to actually retrieve the body of the one that ran off. It's like waste not, want not.
And I'm gonna like take out any kind of tool I have to like just start harvesting meat from this thing, just for storage.
Okay.
And Slayer will assist in that.
Yeah.
Go ahead and
let him.
survival with advantage from Slayer helping out.
Survival. Okay. That's not a fantastic one for me, but
Blackbird, Luca, Akira.
Luca's not getting involved in the meat harvesting part.
Blackbird's gonna help.
Okay.
If you're not confident there, I might be able to do it.
Oh, that was altogether
Blackbird,
unfortunate.
you as well will have advantage because Eredrin is going to help you.
Oh boy, good, because I got a 6.
it's hard to say. You're like,
I was
is
looking
this
at
the leg? And like you chop its head off. It's like, oh. Gosh.
I was looking at Eredrin's sheet to make sure Eredrin had survival to be able to help.
Well, friends, that was altogether unfortunate. It seems like we can't even go 5 minutes down the road without running into something.
It's woods. It's night. Predators are about.
It happens. It's natural.
Well, maybe, and Luke is going to cast light. I believe I have light. Yeah, I have light. Luke is going to cast light. And just, well, maybe we can scare away the dark.
What are you casting light on?
I'm actually casting it on the loot that I'm carrying, and it's
Cool.
just slung over my back.
I know it doesn't necessarily matter, but I always love to hear what's actually being lit up because it's
Yeah.
always cool to think about that.
Yep,
Oh,
Luca,
yeah,
Luca
totally.
has the loot. The loot that he carries is going to be glowing almost exclusively from the front faceplate. So, like the pick guard and the inlays on the pick guard won't be glowing, but the inlays on the frets and the actual face of the instrument will be.
It's just this glorious, just love that. Blackbird, roll that survival one more time.
All right, let's do this.
That's the advantage.
Reval.
Oh, thank God.
There we go.
Hey,
That's way better.
A lot better.
That's way better.
It's over double.
I know.
It's not like you're not like, you know, these things are made of meat. It's not like you can't find the meat. But
Sometimes I wish I played lizard folk.
you know, sometimes.
Yeah, I feel like Luca's a little bit squeamish right now.
Luca's not said anything, but he has not volunteered to help.
Yeah, no.
Here is
Yeah.
the same way.
Yeah.
So as Luca and Akira join Brandor, kind of
Lean over here.
leaning on the tree, just
Is
letting them do the thing.
is everyone all right? Does anyone need to take a rest to try to like patch up some wounds?
Yeah. I mean, if you guys got a spare potion, I'll take it. I don't need you wasting a spell on me or nothing.
We can sit down for 10 and I can play a little song or something.
Yeah, well. You got
Seems
Here
to
is
work pretty well.
yeah.
Is that only when you use a hit die during a short rest?
Yes, if anybody uses a hit die during a short rest, they can benefit from your Song of Rest. Yeah.
So, like, do you play like really good when we rest or something like that? Well, how's that work?
I can tell you guys about Jimothy.
Jimothy?
It's a little bit of musical magic, so to say. It's less about the quality of the playing and more about understanding the intents and the correct notes to use.
Fair enough.
Music taps into a fundamentally higher power. Kind of like when you see a wizard putting together a complicated spell, you can do the same with notes.
I've never really been one to understand how magic works, so I'm not really like
There's a lot of big words.
Yeah.
Think of it like putting together a puzzle. The individual pieces mean nothing, but when they're all put together, they make a perfectly beautiful image. It's kind of like that, except sometimes they make fireballs happen.
Yeah, no, I noticed that.
I was never good at puzzles.
All right. With that, with a 20 from from Alec and Slayer, I'm going to have each of you roll a d100. Then you both get to pick which one you use.
All right.
I rolled an 11.
Okay.
I rolled an 87.
Yeah, we're on both ends of the spectrum here. Like, I don't know. Like, what do you think? Do you think we should go high or low?
Well, it could be a couple things here. This could be the amount of pounds of meat we get, or we could be trying to beat him in a dice roll off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, oh man, I don't know.
With you.
I'll leave that to you. Since you rolled the higher one, you get to decide.
Yeah, so I kind of want to go high, because either we're gonna roll higher than him, or we're gonna get 87 pounds of meat, and those
Which,
are both
hey,
good.
I
So
like
if
it.
we end up leaving like 60 pounds of meat here, that's fine.
All right. So, as y'all are gutting them and ripping them open.
Interesting. Yes.
We found a jewel.
Oh, better. You discover very, very quickly that these things definitely eat travelers. You become partially certain of that because of there's some bone, something that looks somewhat like a partially digested skull.
Anything dwarvish?
But on that skull, there's a very well preserved set of goggles on a leather strap.
And I think I dropped some breadcrumbs in there.
Some goggles on a leather strap.
Goggles on a leather strap, dark lenses, kind of sheen iridescently in Slayer's torchlight.
I'll pick them up and kind of look at them and just kind of like, huh? And then just kind of look through them real quick to see how, like, not touch it in my face because I'm not going to be gross, but
you don't. Do you have dark vision?
I don't. Actually, no. Yes, I do. I do.
If you do you actually?
I think I do. As far as I know. Let me see.
I'm gonna double check
wait,
that.
I think I'm thinking.
You know
Be
what?
on D&D Beyond.
I'm looking through. I don't think I know.
I think changelings
If you
don't
do have it.
Oh, so
No,
yeah, you
I don't.
You know, benefiting from Slayer's torchlight, and Luca's loot light. You're seeing pretty well where you are. Then you put them over your eyes, and the dim light from the lights sharpen, and then a little bit beyond it, you can still see kind of black and white into the trees. You become very aware that these are goggles of night.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
There you go.
And I'll just go. I'll look at it and go, well, I don't understand magic most of the time, but I can benefit from it. And I'll just immediately start cleaning these off.
But as well, the meat of these creatures between the two parties gathering, you're able to harvest raw meat wise about 60 pounds of meat total.
Justice, that's your cat making that noise.
I was just gonna ask, but I didn't want to
like, what's
interrupt. I
going
was
on?
like, wait a minute, who's that?
I was like, who is torturing
Cat
cats?
wants
I'm
pets.
still not
Cat wants
convinced those
loves.
were normal sounds, but that's fine.
Yeah, my cat wants love. Yeah, I muted because she was being very noisy, but
She's a good kitty.
You know, she's so loud.
I just heard the
Stop
noise and I was
all
like,
you
it sounds
want.
like either a kid screaming in the distance or a cat wanting to be petted. I'm not sure.
It's good
Yeah.
kitty. Good kitty.
Yeah.
fun fact,
Cat's name.
her name is Vorog Homanthar,
Oh my god. I love
That's a name.
which is a name of a black dragon from the Horde of the Dragon Queen D&D module.
Nice.
That's
Awesome.
Yeah, and I call her Vora for short.
Oh,
So
living
you
a
know,
bad
Justice.
life right
Eventually, I get private messages. Thank you for the reminder. A camera.
You're welcome. I wasn't sure if if it was intentional or not, but
Completely
I'm not-
unintentional. I even put up a curtain over my
Okay.
shelf. So, anyways.
Yeah, I just knew that at one point it had been unintentional, and then I just didn't know.
Yes.
So,
This is appreciated. I appreciate it.
oh man, she's drooling all over me. Jesus Christ.
What is
she hungry or did she already eat? No, so
No,
Or is she just an older cat? We've got an older cat, and he's drooly like that.
she's actually not that old.
so I think she's hearing us talking
years old.
about lizard meat, and she's like, ooh.
Yeah.
Like what? Really? Where?
She's a
where?
dragon after all.
Exactly. So, as
Words of tension.
some of you are harvesting for the better part of this hour. Luca, Brandor, and Akira can all benefit from a short rest while the others are doing as they are.
Nice.
I'll play a song of rest for the people that decide to burn a head die. I didn't take any damage, so I'm not gonna. But
I'm burning die.
Do a short rest.
Brandor remains uninjured.
But, oh well.
But, you found a magic item instead. Like, it's fine. Okay, no loss.
Yeah.
What do I add on for the song of rest? 6.
a full 6, yeah.
Nice.
I see.
It was a
I
good
am back
roll.
up to full.
Take 9 all together.
I'm just glad nobody did go the way of poor old Jimothy. Got surprise attack in the night. Lost him.
Is Timothy a friend of yours, or like brother, cousin?
His traveling friend.
What'd you get attacked by? If you don't mind me asking.
And he goes like gestures with his arms to the approximate correct-ish size. But purple worms about this big, real big.
Like a worm or a worm?
He's not
he
sure.
gestures. Yeah, he gestures to his whole wingspan,
Yeah.
and it's about as wide as his wingspan.
Yeah.
And he says purple worm and extends his arms that big, and the rest of you can see ass of a purple worm on his head.
Came right up through his chest, middle of the night. Terrifying. Miss him. Poor old Jimothy.
Now, I will say that during this entire story, like Alec is for sure taking a chunk of that meat that he has just harvested and like cooking one up, and he's gonna, yeah, and he's like while that's cooking over the fire, he's listening to this just like intently.
But I always remember Jimothy, and I found a way that he can keep traveling with me. And he kind of pulls that like cask-looking thing that appears to be made out of a similar material of his hat, and it's just like basically like a worm segment of hide. And kind of like roughly like etched into the side of it, it says Jimothy brand purple chest burster wine.
Like a giant wineskin sack.
Yeah.
Looks like
Very unique.
That's actually awesome.
Yeah.
Basically a soft-sided cask sized sack, and it just tapers down to a top that has a cork worked on it down.
And then I pulls out a smaller wineskin, and he's just like, call this one deep purple chest burster. And he kind of like proffers it forward.
Luca will immediately try it.
He called it deep purple, you said?
Yes.
Kira is going to look at Eredrin for approval, if they can have some or not.
Like he tries it and he just goes like, it tastes like, it's like there's smoke on like water. I don't know, like just
Nailed it.
On the water.
I'm so proud that you got it right away. But yeah, so
Makes me happy.
I heard deep purple, and I'm like,
That's the first place my brain went when I heard Deep Purple.
yeah, exactly.
First thing I thought of.
I knew who we were with.
Right. So
Yeah, Alec will try some too, like if it's offered.
he proffers it forward, and I think Luca took a swig and pass it to Alec if he wishes. So that's what was that? It's a con save, yes?
Yeah, that's
Con
con save
saves.
Con saves for everybody.
Not my strong suit.
It's not difficult.
Yeah, not super difficult.
Oh,
But
We have to make a con save for trying it.
Yeah.
oh yeah. No,
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't gonna tell you
that's
before.
good.
I'm gonna do it.
He's as you're about to discover.
benefits from this.
Does Eridrin push Akira's hand back from grabbing the bottle?
Oh no, Eridrin just kind of shrugs like, you want.
Yeah, Akira's going for it then.
Okay, so
You said it's a con save?
Con save, yes.
there's a con save. Or did we wrote
I have it in my notes on my thing. I have everything that it does.
you do?
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
was waiting for.
reload that page then because it did
It's
not. Give me
it's
the
so it's in my inventory.
Oh, it's in your
equipment-
inventory. That's
in
right,
my
that's right.
my equipment. Yeah. There's a deep purple chest
There it is.
bracers was labeled as.
There it is. I was looking in notes, and I was like, where did we put it? I swear to God, we wrote it down.
Or wait, no, sorry, it's actually on the Jimothy brand one in
Yes,
my
it's on the Jimmy
equipment.
Brown one.
Yeah,
I see it.
yeah.
I see it. Okay, so, yeah.
Did we get all of them? We did.
Oh no! Oh yeah, we got all of them. So, Knock, you and Luca shot at the same time. Akira just a few seconds after, and it washes over you immediately. It's like it's not great tasting. It is certainly alcoholic, and it's almost like like a warhead, the warhead candy, the super
Yeah.
sour,
Yeah.
Really sour.
but alcoholic in a very, very strong way. And both of your tongues get that warhead sour, like almost numbness, and you're both feeling a little. You'll feel it almost immediately. Akira, you feel it and you taste it, and that numbness is there. It doesn't overtake you the way that it does Nock and Luca.
There is also within.
Oh yeah.
You guys can feel the ground around you.
Oh.
Within like 5 feet around you.
Yeah. Both of you who are feeling drunk feel a little more connected to the ground. Like you're very aware of Slayer's feet, of your feet, of roots of the trees around you.
I'm gonna look at the grass, and I'm just gonna be like,
I'm sorry for what I did to your brothers in the Feywild.
You can see their root systems. You can feel. You see it.
I can see you. I'm just like kind of like Avatar, just like I see you.
Luca is giggling, like actually giggling, just like covering his mouth and just like.
This is happening.
And also, sorry, I should make one as well, because he'll totally take a swig with you guys.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, your barbarian constitution, though.
Oh shit! Yeah, he dropped that.
Yeah, but both of you come out of it and feeling it. Yeah, you look down and Alec is just hugging the ground and talking to the grass.
Like it's not even so much of like I embrace you. It's more of like I feel ashamed of what I did in the Feywild. I'm so sorry, because like now this is the first time he's ever been like, this is real, like it's alive and it's a living thing, and it's like having that existential crisis.
Kira is laughing at both of you at you hugging the grass. 100%, just cracking up laughing. Because Akira's not drunk either, so
Not off of the first shot, at least.
Huh?
they're only taking the one.
I don't know if I should take another.
I think Luca has already decided after that feeling he's probably not gonna take another.
Yeah, it's so from that you could probably infer that the Slayer's pretty good at brewing, one might say.
Akira is going to walk up to the Slayer and in giant and out loud say, "You remind me of someone I grew up with."
You mentioned that, I think. Who is this person? They sound like great man.
And continuing in giant and aloud, they were a sensei known as Cyric.
Do I
They
know
taught me the ways of the Astral Fist.
Not all Goliaths know each other, but
Not all Goliaths know each other, but
Wow.
I'll take a history check.
I can say that Alec, hearing him speak out loud, would just kind of look it up and go, "Wow, it's happening again."
Right?
So with a 14, Cyric sounds vaguely familiar. You're not sure why. Akira did just say sensei, and you've seen the way Akira moves, so probably some sort of great warrior, but you're not
and
sure
teacher.
exactly.
Yeah.
And teacher.
It
Sounds like a cool guy.
do not think I know this person, but it seems like they must have been great fighter and teacher. You move excellent in battle.
Akira gives you a very traditional monk bow, and once still speaking in giant, thanks you for the compliment.
Sorry, just I would say as
Oh, go
well,
ahead.
I was returning in giant as well.
Oh,
Clear. In giant, I
ahead.
was speaking back in giant. Is all I was saying.
gotcha.
Wanted to be clear
I
on that.
figured
I
you-
don't think I said that, but I wanted to be clear on that.
I kind of figured you were speaking back in giant.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's and then Akira will go back to just kind of hanging out by Luca.
Brandor now, limping over to Alec and reaching down to him, being like, "Come on, bud, we gotta move."
And I'm like, you don't understand. I have to apologize. I have to make amends.
You already made amends in the Feywild. You're right.
I didn't. Well, I didn't.
Just because you understand it better now doesn't mean that you aren't already forgiven.
Like,
They did
But-
let you leave, after all.
I was just like some light, just like tears in my eyes, just like I just feel so bad. I hurt the ground. I disrespected the ground.
Akira is going to go grab Alec by the scruff of his jacket.
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy.
And just pull him up and like help him dust off.
Con save is not like I have a +1, so it's not terrible, but it's like it is one of my weakest ones. So
Oh yeah, same here.
I
I got lucky. I got very lucky.
Drink
Mine's a +0, so
Brandor just
you
plants,
did better than I did, though.
Brandor just plants their feet and just tries to come on. And Akira helping out, kind of pulling, encouraging the group.
Brandor, you have
you have legs. Look at that.
I do have legs. Thanks to you all. Yeah, come on. Come on. And encouraging the group to sally forth.
So that wears off after about an hour, FYI.
Yeah, it's that pub walk through the darkness. Your torch eventually burns out unless you want to use another one, but you do have Luca. Be sure to brighten the way. I
will. I'll rely on that light for sure for now. That's it. Comes necessary to do otherwise.
In which case, you who in fact know these woods a little better than the others, especially having navigated them recently, it's time to survival check with advantage, because there's several people in the party with
Are we all rolling with advantage, or who?
Oh, just Slayer rolling with advantage.
Yeah.
With the lead. Oh, good.
Oh,
it's a good time. It's fine.
It's dark.
It is.
I just took a shot.
It's dark. You just took a shot. You normally stalk around during the day. Speaking of, who's holding on to those goggles?
I think Alec had them, right?
Oh, I am. Alec. Yeah, sorry, I meant to say something earlier, but I forgot. I was gonna, when I found them and cleaned them off and everything, I was gonna kind of just tell everybody hey, these appear to be some of magical use. I'm gonna keep them for now, but if anybody needs them, these help you see in the dark.
That's what I found. I need them, so I'm gonna keep them.
There you go.
We find more, perhaps.
I think that settles that.
Well, I'm just saying, I was saying that because, if anybody needs them, I have some here, but I have them for now. If you need them, let me know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Blackbird, waking up today or tonight especially, it becomes clear to you that in the close by area,
their internet took a poop.
I was wondering why I haven't heard.
If you're listening, definitely. The area around you looks very clear. Looks almost like daylight to you. Very aware in the darkness now, Blackbird is. But yes, so trying to help each other move through this darkness over the course of
walking in the dead of night.
Nailed it.
It just hit me
over a branch and could not fly.
Just fucking hit me. Sorry.
No, you're okay. There's tree cover. There's so much going on. I'll eventually realize that you're kind of going back and forth, weaving around.
Oops.
We've passed this tree before.
Well, not looping around on yourselves, but to realize that it's a little bit off and a little bit off, a little bit off. But as the day breaks and you get a crystal clear sense of direction with sunrise. Slayer, you have that moment of the sun's over there, Perduke is over there, and as it comes up, you are able to correct yourself enough to at about the 6 hour.
I'm a wanderer.
Yeah. After about 4 or 5 hours wandering in the dark, because you all woke up around midnight.
Yeah.
At about 5 hours, you're like, okay, so if east is, that's definitely east. And then as the sun starts actually breaking through the trees, really rising over the eastern horizon. About 6 hours into your journey, you break free of the tree line. And
it's a cloudy night. I couldn't see the moon.
Yeah, a little bit.
Not a cloud in the sky. We're just like.
Yeah. Well, lots of trees and moon and moons and things. Maybe the moon set over the mountains near Hupperduke. Something was wrong. Ruidus was looking at you at a weird angle. Yes. So. About 6 hours into your travel, you emerge from the tree line about 200 yards south of the road.
Well, there's the road.
There it is.
Well, pretty decent navigation.
Yeah, the rest of you not realizing that you were only maybe 6 miles from the exit, but it was a little wandery.
Anyway, shall we follow the road into Hupperduke, or?
Yes, let's get
Well, I
top.
figured what you're here for.
Why wouldn't we take the road up to Hupperduke?
Lots of people on the road. I don't care for people, typically. You guys seem okay, though.
Seem okay.
Paying me, so you're going to pay me when I find a card. So, people who pay me are generally good people. Not like those hags. I don't care for lightning in the chest as payment. That's
the
not
hags paid you, so I feel like
they didn't actually.
They
paid me with lightning in the chest, which I didn't care for.
Not a good payment. Yeah, understandable.
No, it's not really a good way to conduct business.
Certainly not.
Anyway, to the road then.
Right, with the last couple of hours of at least comfortable walking travel. Wait, that one was too small. I only did the small one for the meandering part of that travel. Squiggle. But getting back on the road and heading along, the rest of your traveling morning gets you a fair part of the way further. Coming to rest somewhere around noon. You all have your you've metabolized that Sour Patch Kids alcohol.
Yeah.
That sweet cherry wine.
Sweet cherry wine. But it is the middle of the day. But you've all been walking for a while. What do you want to do? Do you want to push on?
I feel like I know Brandor may need the rest. I know we don't. So is there any? We don't have a way to we don't have a cart. Yeah. Could use a wagon at this point.
If only we'd had one of those.
Yeah.
We used
Is that
to
what we're
once
going to look for?
once upon a time.
That was what I was implying.
Yeah, no, that was in character as well.
Yeah.
If y'all are wanting to, if you're
Intelligence
wanting
fate.
to push on, yeah, you're fine. If you're wanting to push on, that does mechanically pulling back from the table, that does enforce what is known as forced march rules.
Every hour.
Oh, yeah. So, the question is, how many hours are you willing to put into the travel? Sundown at this time of year is around 8. So, I guess with the mountain there, it'd be closer to about 7. Where things start to get dark. You are able to see kind of the mountain range in the distance. Living near a mountain range and about 20-30 miles from a mountain, yeah, you can see them.
Yeah. Just to be clear on that, right? That's like, so it's a con save like every hour to stave off exhaustion.
It's basically however many hours y'all are putting into it, and then a Constitution save based on the number of hours that you put into it.
Okay. So,
Honestly, what sort of rest needs to be taken in order to mitigate this?
Basically,
Long rest?
basically, actually, you can travel 8 hours safely without incurring any extra attempts. If you Slayer, you would know if you do press on and there's enough enough ease of travel. Good survival.
right.
Enough ease of travel to get you there. You would be able to get to the outskirts of Hupperduke by sundown. If y'all pressed hard and really worked it to get there.
How many hours would that be?
Sundown is about 8
about-
o'clock
yeah.
this
Like
time
so-
of year,
so-
so.
So like 7 to 8 hours.
A lot of saves.
Moving pretty quick.
That's a lot of saves.
Or a very difficult one.
Yeah, a difficult single save. It's not. I'm not gonna have y'all roll 8 saves to try and work it all out. But
Yeah. I was gonna say, but that'd be really difficult for Brandor.
I
Particularly.
mean, it depends on what's waiting for us there. If we can get like an inn or something to stay at when we get there, we can sleep that off when we get there.
you would know there are plenty. It's a party town.
There's plenty of inns, but
I mean, I guess the question is, do you want to be there tonight? I mean, we're not going to be in any shape to address anything, but also the road hasn't exactly been kind.
Maybe getting in, and this is just me backing away from the table. Maybe getting somewhere would be good for us overall, just in terms of rest. I'm saying that out of character. Yeah.
I'm thinking that if the
Wildlife decide to make another appearance, then it might be worse for us than than us being exhausted, and being in a safe town. So, I think we should push on as long as Brandor doesn't take anything bad from it.
Yeah. If Brandor thinks they can make the push, then I'm for making the push.
That's exactly where I am.
Let's put it on the DM.
Well, they very much kind of stretch their shoulders a bit and stretch back, and then just kind of slide the strap of their crossbow around to the front, and just like, ready to go when you are.
Sounds like we're all systems go then.
I guess we're pushing through.
So, pushing into that.
Excuse me.
To really determine exactly how long it's going to be, we're going to put it on whoever would like to roll with advantage. If you want to put it back on the Slayer, no longer needing to navigate your way out of the forest.
Yeah. Also, I mean, I do have a +3 to survival.
Yeah.
In theory, I'm good
nothing.
at it.
Yeah, it's not nothing. But
Yeah.
And I also have a +2.
If you don't want it to be me, I can just say that.
I have a +2. I mean, I'm at least half proficient in everything.
Right. Tell you what.
I think you are actually the best one at it.
+3,
I looked at Eredrin. Eredrin is proficient but has a +2. So.
All right.
See you, bud. That man tag.
I can assist. Yeah. So.
Okay. There it is. There it is.
Hey, see, I'm good at it.
That was a good check.
Oh, and with the assistance of your friendly neighborhood bard, that does in fact push it to a 22. So, it is difficult to make up for like time, but with a 22, you do shave 2 hours off of the time just being able to push and really keep a good pace. So with that, y'all will be getting in at about 6 p.m. So that will only be that'll be a lower DC than the 8 hours. We'll go ahead and everybody, Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I'm so good at these.
No.
Yeah.
Here it is, baby.
On save.
Oof.
Had it a lot better than the drink.
Indoors is at disadvantage, unfortunately, because exhaustion's a son of a bitch.
Oh wait, we're rolling Constitution, correct?
Yeah, just as a note, while I am leading, I'm leading from the back.
Indeed.
Not just because of that con save, but also just because of a particular trait of mine. That's all.
That's a 13 for me.
Indeed. Oh man.
I rolled so bad.
So with y'all working together, it's a fast but difficult push. What's that leading from behind trait of yours, Slayer?
I watch over my friends as if they were a litter of newborn pups.
Right. So
it's like a wolf type. It's like a wolf type thing, you know. It's like
I love
wolf.
it. That's so cute.
Wolves usually like lead the march from the back, and the oldest are kind of in the middle, protected, and all that jazz.
So leading the march from the rear, and basically helping try and not just set the pace but keep the pace. As you all are rolling into town and getting there, he does keep the pace up. You all arrive there with a level of exhaustion. In this case, including Brandor, who they're near the
Where
end.
does the legs go?
Back down to 5.
Very much is having to be led by Dummarin, but
How do you invoke exhaustion on yourself? Like, how does that work?
Invoking exhaustion on your character sheet on D&D Beyond, you go to conditions. Under conditions, at the very, very bottom is the very unfortunate exhaustion thing. You can hit the down arrow and actually see all of the effects of exhaustion, and then check box. It is after that point disadvantage on ability checks.
Yeah.
Just for the level 1. For Brandor, it is a case of being so exhausted that basically while y'all are getting to town, he kind of just like hits a knee after walking for so long, and Dummarin kind of Going up and
It's Doom.
right, Doomarin.
It's all right.
No, I appreciate it. So Doomarin scooping up under his arm and kind of lifting up like, all right, let's go. But we'll get to the edge of this city and approaching in on Upper Duke from this kind of southern side of it. The road pulling in, you see some of the fields around it that feed into it. People are packing in for the day. The sun's starting to go well behind the mountains. The good light is starting to fade, and for the most part, the primary you notice that the primary citizenry of this town are gnomes. They're quite smallish, and
it would make it easy to spot a dwarf.
C'est possible. There are humans, there are dwarves, there are other races about, but for every one of another race, there's probably 10 gnomes, and so as y'all are limping into town from down below, there are not just the fields that you pass through down the worn streets between the fields, but down as you get closer, goes from the fresh field smell to that of a what's the right word for it? That of a metal shop. Not just a metal shop, but for those of you who know the smell of gunshot, the cordite smell, burnt, spent cordite. You smell that in the air. It's fairly constant, and then as you're approaching, you hear random like in different places. They seem contained, not out in the open. You don't see like explosions out out in the open, or people panicking. Nobody seems to panic when they hear the and it's just kind of regular. Then as people are beginning to go in from the fields, and you hear different people blowing signal whistles or just calling out, basically saying it's quitting time. As you all are beginning to move through the southern gate, the explosions actually get louder and are actually seen. Some explosions are seen. The city being of two parts. The part that is on this map here, Lower Hupperduke, more of the common folk level of Hupperduke, but up on the upper tier of this town, you can see from down here the side of the mountain going up, a waterfall coming down from a river up in the mountains, and falling down into an area you can't see from here, presumably some sort of lake. But in front of that waterfall, start seeing the explosions. Golden, red, green, purple, and in different configurations, not just random explosions, but they're explosions that explode out and then explode again, and into these smaller streams crisscrossing on purpose. Some of them seem to, Luca, you especially, recognizing a tempo, an on purpose rhythm to some of it as they explode. And with each of these explosions, you hear crowds of people, throngs of people partying, having a good time, having a real good time. It basically sounds like Mardi Gras going on, 10 blocks away. You know it's a party, even if you can't see it. It's definitely a party. What would you like
then?
to do?
I suppose we ought to find a place where we can rest, right? In a tavern good for the whole of you?
I know
Alright.
that I'm tired as can be. I could definitely use a drink.
Most
Not, and I'll look over at Slayer and go, not yours.
Akira just nods. Akira will just make eye contact with everyone and just nod.
Approaching one of the guards, asking for basically the nearest hole to hold up in.
I think Luca would intentionally walk over to the guard to ask them.
Yeah, figured as much. And all of you looking road weary. One of you holding up another one, under their arms and walking them. Only slightly less poorly than a weekend at Bernie's, a weekend at Brandor's.
Brandor's.
But
air sick lowlanders.
Yeah, Luca would walk right up to the guard and just, pardon me, friend. We've had a rough couple days on the road. Is there any chance that you could recommend a decent place to sleep and grab a drink? And he'll kind of like gesture to his loot and just maybe a place where a fellow like me might find some work.
you look like hell.
Thank you.
You look especially like hell. And
I worked really hard to get this way.
There's very much the notice, and not only notice, but like empathy for a weary traveler. And the gnome kind of points back down the main road and says, "Follow the main drag almost all the way through to the far gate over on the north side of this wall. Right when you get to the last main road before the gate, hang a hard left. You'll see it. It's the soot swallow.
All right.
They've got kind of an open plan over there. Open walls, people coming in and out. Careful making too much trouble. There's people in there that'll take exception to making too much trouble, if you know what I mean.
I'm not really looking for any trouble. Actually, I'm looking for the opposite of trouble. Trouble was the road behind us.
Oh, fantastic! And likely not a bad.
Oh no, we've been attacked by bandits on the road.
Oh, Lord of Mercy! You need you need healing. Right there, dead center, lower. Hey. Ah.
I didn't say anything. Sorry.
Oh no, it's fine. Dead center of town. Can't miss it. There's the I'm making sure I get my names right. The Prayer Foundry. You'll note a very large anvil, two big hammers crossed. Looks like they got some stern faces on them. That's the Temple of Moradin here in town. Good for the craftsfolk to gather, but also wanderers like you.
Yes, Moradin has a reputation as being quite a kind god.
Indeed. they do a little bit of light patching up for free if you're and he looks dead on at Brandor. And it's like if you're not terribly worse for wear, if you have the goods, they can help you get a little bit less. Do I say it? Fucked up? I think fucked up is the right term here.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So they're the best spot for that. Otherwise, if any of you feel well enough to join the wild party up in the upper deck, upper Duke, you can go. But otherwise, down here stays a little bit less rowdy, especially over at the Soot Swallow. That's kind of their appeal here in town. Is they're the less rowdy, the less troublesome. People go there to hide out from the trouble.
Gotcha. Sounds perfect, to be honest with you. We're just looking for a quiet place to rest for the night. And probably the rest of the evening, too.
Oh, well to
Aren't
do
we
then.
also looking for your cart?
All things in due time. Yes, we also had our cart was taken.
Rolled by bandits, and they took your card.
Yes.
Oh, terrible thing.
Yes, we have
Ain't seen any weird-looking dwarves in town, have you?
You're looking dwarf.
Yes, the man who we know to be in possession of our cart is a dwarf, but he has his beard cut into like mutton chops fashion.
Orbis, you seen anybody like that? Oh, I don't think so. I ain't seen anybody like that either. Hey, loves.
Oh, it's not your fault. I suppose, we'll have a look around when we're feeling a little better, and I'm just grateful to be alive, to be honest with you, so I think for now I'm gonna head to the inn. We might, you know what, I'm gonna look back at Brandor and maybe we ought to take you to the temple first.
Well, if you're looking, if you need to lodge a report and see if we can get some of the Crown's Guard out on patrol for you, uphill a bit. If you hug this wall, pointing to the wall right here.
Right.
If you hug this wall and go up the roads that follow along there, that side leads right up to the Ironside Barracks, and you'll know you're there when you see Gearhole Prison against the wall, and then right just across the road, big old building. Looks like it houses a lot of us, because it does.
Alright, I think I might plan to stop there as well. Thank you very much for all your help.
Oh, of course. Anything for full of need.
Thank you. And I think with that, Luca will try to just move on in the direction of the tavern. Actually, probably the direction of the Church of Moradin, because they might actually be able to help Randor.
Okay.
And I do have some gold, so...
Okay, so hobbling along as the group is wont to do, towards the center of town, or the center of Lower Hubbard, at least.
As we travel, Luca is going to just look back at the rest of the group as we travel and just, I know we're tired, guys, but could you please keep an eye out if you see the carriage or form and function, just keep an eye out for them.
I was gonna say, I'm definitely, as we were walking through the town, I was definitely gonna keep an eye out for that same guy that I saw previously with their cart and whatnot.
Okay. So this will be a group perception check.
Okay.
Gonna
perceive together.
Perceive. You know, Eredrin. Oh, don't say I didn't do nothing for you.
Yo, I like that. It definitely offsets all of our shittiness. All of it.
Yep.
For real.
Oh, please, Akira. Come on, please, Akira.
Oh my gosh. Akira, get that nat 20, please.
Oh, Brandor's picking us up.
Brandor's doing decent.
Bringing the average up. Bringing the average up.
Wait, hold on. I have to re-roll Brandor's because it's a disadvantage.
All right, shit.
No.
Oh, doesn't that mean all of ours are disadvantaged because we're all exhausted?
Oh, everybody's disadvantage. Shit.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh no.
It's all right. We're
Gosh,
probably not
I'm-
going to see it right now.
I'm the kid.
At
I'm the kid who
It's
we're,
8.
we're all about to leave for the weekend, and I'm the kid who goes like, teacher, you didn't give us our weekend homework.
It's fine.
Of course I would get a dirty 20 on the second one.
Yeah, it's. But yeah.
Hey, RJ, can you roll for me?
Hobbling your way along. Very.
Akira says he can't roll.
Oh, I'm going to roll my disadvantage one now because I haven't rolled it yet.
Okay.
I could definitely do worse. Oh, yeah, it's worse.
Oh yeah. You have the thought to keep your eyes out. Everybody seems to have one thing truly in mind. Rest.
Church of Moradin. Right now to the Church of Moradin.
And
Like,
dang it, man.
basically, yeah, like Alec is over here just like,
I'm trying, but man, it is hard to focus when you're this tired.
You're right, definitely.
The buildings in this town are all built small. The sun's in my eyes.
and as you cross past the center of town, going uphill to this point, and as you see it, very much as advertised, kind of relatively humble building. You pass by one that looked like almost like the Supreme Court building, just large marble pillars. It has etched above like the entryway, just in first in Dwarvish, but then in Common below it in hard block letters, Firemark. And then, but then getting to the center of town, as far as a church goes, the prayer foundry has like two sides of it. Both have like a smokestack that is currently producing smoke, but approaching the front of it, you see the anvil and the two cross hammers above it with the faces on the faces on the front and back of the hammers. Walking in, it looks like people are whereas there are people who are out there. You saw some of the shops down on your way in of like workshops. People, these kind of ramshackle little basically barns. Some of them with metal walls, like thin metal walls around them. This one is indoors and looks like they're basically mentoring, training younger people on how to make things, how to craft. Again, it's about 10-to-1 gnomes, but that is not merely a commentary on gnomes being prolific, but as the lot of you walk in, gnome, very much decked out in form-fitting armor, walks up and looks towards the lot of you, just unsure of what to say first, and then just like that little bit of like, can I help? Hi, welcome. What? How can I help you?
We're looking to see if maybe there might be some restorative magics that could help a friend here. I'll gesture to Brandor. We've had a rough few days on the road.
You certainly look like you have.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't know half of it.
I have some coin that I can use to pay, but we were robbed of most of our belongings on the road.
That's terribly upsetting. We have to buy our supplies like everybody else, but it's not like we're out to make money. If you've got somewhere in the realm of go ahead and roll. I'm gonna have you roll a persuasion check with advantage, because specifically he wants to help.
Well, don't I make all checks at disadvantage right now anyway? So
So it levels it out to
regular check. Okay. It's gonna be an 18.
Nice.
That's fine. That's fine.
I mean, but you know that's my minimum.
I'll say, don't I make it a disadvantage? Part of me was like, yes, but we both know what that
it's gonna
means.
be 8. It's gonna be 18 no matter what. Like,
yeah. Low percentage chance it's higher than 18, but it's at least 18. So,
but in most cases, 18 is not a terrible result. So
it's really not.
Yeah.
So,
it's the only thing I'm really good at.
roll a d4.
D4. Snap over here and roll a D4.
Okay.
3.
And you can tell again he wants to help, and you say you've got some money, and some money. I got cousin I can try and finagle out of a bit. I have 70 gold.
All right. Unfortunately,
I'd be able to buy back the diamonds that I'd have to go and acquisition to.
it's all right. I think we might have to do it the slow way. That it's quite all right.
Oh, I'm just looking at those of you that are hurt. He quickly just reaches up and grabs his little necklace, and I think there's 6 of you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So it does 5 total points of healing to all of you, as he does a quick mass healing word.
Very cool. I like that.
And
There's 7 of us, but I think Brandor didn't get hit at all. It's
correct.
just
Brandor
technically
didn't.
exhausted.
Brandor and Blackbird actually are both fully healed.
Right.
But I'll say Blackbird looks the least fucked up out of all of you, at least, if only because their mask is down.
Right.
But
So what was the healing again? Sorry.
it was 5 total because I
5,
rolled
okay.
I rolled a 1 because
That's fine.
But
Healing's healing.
yeah. But he just kind of grabs it and calls out, Grace of Morden on you, and 6 of you light up, and some of your wounds stitch a bit. And he just, I can't do terribly much more without dispensation, but very least I could do.
Luca will hand him 5 gold pieces for the healing that he did.
Oh no! If you don't have the money, to,
I don't have
get
the money to afford
restoration.
70, but I can afford to pay for the healing that you did, because we greatly appreciate it.
Make your appreciation. Use that 5 gold. Buy some rooms.
All right.
Take care of yourselves. Boundaries here if you have other needs. We do brew bits of holy water, we bless things. Saying if you need further help like that, let us know.
Thank you very much.
Scrolls. That's the thing. We also make scrolls to heal, and scrolls to cure some of the lesser things, the poisons and that.
Out of character, like I double checked, and to remove exhaustion, I think greater restoration is like the only thing that can do it. So like, yeah, our best bet is to just go to sleep.
So yeah, go take care of that. But if you do come across money, because you look like you're not terribly unwell to do, at least, but hit us up when you can, or if you find yourselves wounded.
All right.
Take some good luck with you, I hope.
Appreciate it. And I think we'll head on our way towards the Soot. Was it Soot Swallow?
Soot Swallow, yes.
Soot Swallow.
Over to the Soot Swallow Lodge. For the sake of brevity, walking in, the walls of it, at least the ground floor, it almost looks like they basically, like, they don't bother having solid walls around this lower section. It's more like canvas tarps that are rolled up and tied up at the top, especially right now where there is a significant amount of clientele moving in and out, and getting drinks and having fun. It is still, it's not a boring place. There's still a couple of people, one playing a lute, one playing a kind of a canvas covered drum off in the corner, just keeping it lively. But it's not the explosions and elsewise going on uphill from here. And going in, the only super notable thing in here is mostly that in one corner of the bar, off kind of at a table by themselves, there's a tiefling sitting quietly, not partying, enjoying looks like a pretty upscale meal for a tavern, and they're flanked by a tabaxi and a dwarf that are kind of like sitting there. The tabaxi and the dwarf are well kempt, well groomed, kind of look like they're kitted out. Got clean, dark, studded armor on both of them. Dwarf does not look like your dwarf. But the tiefling themselves looks suited. Oh, very well put together. Their horns coming up and curving a little bit off to the right and left, and they have these golden caps on the ends of their horns that look like they're sharpened to to points, and they're eating, and unnoticed, they don't look up. They don't look up to notice you all, even though there's a number of you. The tabaxi on their left kind of looks up and looks like they're studying this motley group, all walking together, coming in, going up, getting being able to get rooms, and again, you're fairly persuasive, even at your worst. It's essentially about 5 silver per room per night. So depending on how many of you are wanting to bunk together.
I'm assuming typically Eridrin and Akira will probably bunk together, because they usually do.
On hearing the prices and everything like that, and saying per night, per room, whatever, I'm just gonna look over at Luca, and just go.
Sorry, what were they again?
5 silver per night.
5 silver a night per room. Each room having space for a bed and floor space for another person.
I look over at Luca and just go. You want to cuddle?
Are there?
There's 7 of us total, right? And okay,
yeah.
So what I will probably do is Luca is just going to put down the gold for everyone to have their own room.
No, no.
Yep. You don't want your own room?
Well, I mean, it's more that the Slayer was gonna do that, because he's looking for your guys' cart, so he's putting you guys up while you guys, wait for him to do that sort of thing.
Oh, well, I mean, he can try to stop Luca.
I was trying
Luca
to
just
figure
reaches
out the
down and
math,
grabs his bag.
but I was
Luca
doing
just-
the wrong math.
Luca reaches into his vest, so it would be I don't know. Electrum throws me off. Where does Electrum stand in the grand scheme of things?
Electrum is in fact 5 silver worth of value.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Electrum
nifty. I
doesn't
like
exist
that.
in my games because I hate it. I hate Electrum.
I love it.
It's just a halfway between, between gold and silver.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm actually bad at math, and obviously so is Doomer.
It would
so
be-
he probably,
it would
he
be
wouldn't
3 gold,
beat you.
3
He
gold,
probably
5
wouldn't be able
silver.
to beat you.
It'd be
Putting down the. He'd be
it'd be
busy
3
doing math.
It'd be 3 gold, 5 silver for everybody to have their own room. And that's everybody to have their own. So Luca will go ahead. If he doesn't beat me to it, then he'll just go ahead. Luca will pay
How about
3 gold, 5 silver, and just.
how about we leave it to sleight of hands?
Y'all can even better. Just roll a quick initiative.
All right, there you
Don't
go.
Don't bother with disadvantage. All right.
Nah, no.
He outdraws you.
I'm busy
you
doing
drew
math.
pie.
I'm like,
You drew pie.
You threw pie. But yeah. So you're doing the math on that, and Doomerin has that moment of wait. What about Electrum? And just that little slowness of mind, Luca is able to settle up, and you just make it a solid 4 gold, Luca. It would smooth it out enough that at least the group gets a drink as well.
You know what? Yeah, I'll take back 5 silver and just remove 1 more gold instead. That'll be all right.
you have perhaps larger beds.
Just
paying for the first round. Looking at Doomerin, we have, and they go in and look. Quick, just roll the d20 for me.
Okay.
Okay, 13. Good. So, going and flipping through their book, they actually look up and, yeah, but I'm gonna have to charge you a little bit extra because it's a bigger room, and you know, bigger costs more.
How much more?
Double, just 5 more silver.
I just hand him another gold piece because that's all I have.
Wonderful. And you hand over the gold piece, and you know, your buddy's buying around, and she claps on and is like, 2 of whatever the copper one's buying, and take care of it. We got you. And able to actually settle in, relax, escort Brandor up to a room as Brandor is want to need to do right now.
And Luca will help Brandor up to the room and then drink an ale at the bar long enough to listen to if the performers are playing anything interesting, and then probably go take a long rest regardless of what time it is.
Yeah.
Make for Luca, make a perception check at disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm not good at perception on the best of days. Disadvantage. Roll.
Okay.
Too bad one of the rolls was a 19.
You see that?
Bummer.
The nothing particularly interesting catches your ear. They're pretty good performers, but not as interesting as you perhaps were looking for.
It's just one drink, you know.
2 drinks. Washing the there's still that little bit of lingering, like, haven't been able to brush your teeth and y'all been walking for hours. It's still like a little bit at the back of your throat.
I could
make sure to wash it out.
I was gonna say, yeah. Yeah, I guess the 2 ales won't hurt. I won't be drunk on that.
Oh yeah, no.
I can go to bed.
yeah, that's 2
Piss
two ales.
comparatively.
Yeah,
It's faster.
But
lock the door behind me and
huh?
just go to bed.
yeah. Each of y'all able to go in, settle in, unless there was anything else anybody else wanted to do before this long rest in a relatively safe place.
Oh, Alec, it's not that I didn't want to cuddle. It's that we're all dead fucking tired and probably ought to have a real bed.
Oh. Yeah, no, I don't know if I need to state this or not. I joke a lot.
I know.
So that was, yeah. However, just saying, you get lonely, and he just winks and walks away. And then...
You be your hope, you be your dream, you wish your fantasy.
Be everything that you need. Indeed. But
So, I do have the last thing as everyone's finishing their drinks, going to their rooms and whatnot. I will slide another gold with my mug to the barkeep with a description of the dwarf we're looking for, and the cart and the horses, and ask if they have seen anything.
okay. Make a persuasion check at regular.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Actually, in this particular case, a case where advantage is even more deserved because you are throwing down real money. Actually, roll it at actual advantage.
All right.
It's super advantage.
Yay! I need it.
Oh hella!
Yeah, you do need it.
I need it.
But But you slide the gold over, and with this information what you will. He says, that's just a description of cart and horses parked in our stables.
Oh shit.
Really?
There's
Hearing this, Alec hears somebody describe that, like, oh, that's in our stables. Immediately turns right back around and is like, I'm sorry, what?
I waited specifically until everyone had left and went to their room.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was. I'm sorry. I didn't hear that part.
Well, Luca has not been very shy about the fact that he has a chest that is locked, that is on that cart, and he physically possesses the key to unlock it. So if that chest is still on the cart, we've got proof that it belonged to us because I have a fucking key.
Well, I think that is an excellent spot for a cliffhanger.
Yes.
So with that, that does get us to the end of the show. All of you who have been hanging out, Elder Spawn and others, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hanging out.
Yes.
We love and appreciate all of you. What I didn't bring up earlier, though you can see it somewhere on the screen, is we are kept up by the Once Upon a D20 Patreon. It helps me out, and it helps me help out our show, our crew. And just if you can, I know it's hard times. I know I know how expensive gas is right now.
Gosh.
But if you can, it would be appreciated. Share the Twitch if you can. Share the YouTube if you can. Thank you so much for your support. As always, please remember, kindness is free, and please, please, please keep going.